I know
And
you are.
there are some people there that I've watched radicalize over time, and for some reason, everyone radicalizes incorrectly.
All right, interesting statement.
Okay, all right. I want to hear him cook.
So, like, right, because you've known me forever. I've basically had the same opinions this whole time.
Yeah, your opinions have remained relatively stable. The only thing that's really changed is
I'm less
your
big on second
opinions on
chances.
your opinions on how to handle things have changed slightly in that
Yes.
where used to you were willing to give a second chance.
Yeah.
Now you're like, you're lucky if I give you half a chance.
You're lucky if I let you finish the sentence.
That's probably the only like real change in how you approach the world.
Pretty much, yeah. But like that's the thing though. Like that to me is normal radicalization. That's a normal response to negative external stimuli. Is oh, actually no, things do suck and the solution has to get worse and worse. And I kind of view it like, your arm gets infected or your leg gets infected, right? And at first you're like, okay, well, maybe I'll just put some salves on it. And then you're like, okay, it's getting really bad. Maybe we have to, like, bloodlet the wound and try and wash out the infection, right? Okay, that's not working. Well, I guess we just have to cut the leg off. Before the infection fully hits the bloodstream and just fucking kills me. And that's kind of been my travel of I went from believing in the fact that people could change and that people in majority um could if they just learned information, they would go, "Oh, I'm wrong. Obviously, we just need to do things the right way and then things will just get better." And then over time, I've realized that the amount of people that are willing to change their opinion despite being proven wrong is getting smaller and smaller. And so it's like, hey, well, I can't convince these people that they're wrong anymore. And so long as they're around making things worse, I can't fix the problem, right? Like you can't patch holes in a fucking sinking ship if there's someone going around with another welder cutting holes into the ship. You have to stop that guy first so you can start fixing the ship. Because otherwise, all the time you spend fixing the holes, he's just going to cut more in.
Also, he can cut holes faster than you can fix them, generally speaking.
Exactly, right? And so it's like, okay, so we just kind of have to put these people in a box then. And then it's like, okay, well now I'm asking people to sacrifice their labor to take care of someone who wants to cut holes in the ship they're in. And that's kind of unfair. So we should just kill him.
Oh, well, you could also just pay the people for the labor.
Yeah.
Like we used to do before both parties said just shut it down instead of adding standards.
I would say, what if we paid people
That is fair. That you know what, that's
for the
fair.
value of their
I
We've
did
had
have
that
that
discussion,
brief
like
stint. Yeah.
like it's not even a brief stint for me. Like it's the truth.
No.
If
For
you
for
still
me,
had
I had a
asylums
brief
today,
stint where I believed we could do labor. We could make them just do labor. Um, but then I
oh no,
realized
no,
the amount of labor
yeah.
they were actually like. There's like the people I would trust. Because again, when you're making laws, you can't make laws to specific people. You have to make laws in broad swaths, right? Um, so the amount of people I would trust with any sort of tools or advanced labor, very small. Like the thieves. Like I would trust the thieves. But then they might steal the parts and fucking try and sell them to the murderers. But point being is that like the pool of people you could extract labor from that wouldn't end up, doing another chain gang break where they gave a bunch of criminals in a chain gang dynamite, and you can figure
was
out how that
suggesting
one ends.
no, Sneaky. I was on the track of the rubber boxes needing to be manned by people that we can pay to do stuff to take care of the people in the box.
Yeah.
No, the prison labor stuff will work for some people and won't for others.
Yeah.
This is a problem I've always had. I actually do think prison reform is a great idea.
Oh, absolutely.
Unfortunately, I learned at a young age, you can't help people who don't want the help. If someone doesn't want the change, there's nothing you can do for them.
Yeah.
Really and truly, aside from find some way that they don't interact with society and harm it as a whole. And
but again, that comes to the problem of
options.
You effectively have to make Arkham City then, right? If you don't want to kill them, which again I get from a lot of people, right? I understand you don't want to kill millions of people.
Okay, to be fair, Sneaky, the
British
Empire
also I think it's worth
did that
out.
twice, and that's how we got America and Australia.
Well, no, we didn't do that to America. No, the Americans were they were different.
Americans self-deported.
Okay, the problem. Well, no, that's because they were going to be criminalized if they didn't.
Yes, that too.
It's worth remembering they were still people who were being considered for removal from society, and they're like, we're going to give you an option: prison time or colony. Whereas Australia was the colony is the prison. That's the only significant difference between them.
The difference between the colonists that were sent to Australia and the colonists that were sent to America is the colonists that were sent to America were like debtor colonists. They had debts they weren't paying off.
Well, no, okay, hang on. You got to remember that what was sent to America, there was a mix of debtors and religious fanatics is really the only way to say it.
Yeah. Well, I literally just finished talking about the Puritans in another server. But yeah, I'm aware because I had to explain to someone who wasn't from America why American websites seem so censor prone. And I'm like, well, we were kind of founded by a group called the Puritans.
Yeah, well, yeah,
the spirit occasionally rises up in both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah,
from time to time.
But yeah, so I'm aware. But what I'm saying is the degree of criminality of people that were sent to America was far lesser than.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The ones that were sent to Australia. The Australian ones were like murderers and Grand Theft Auto people and shit like that.
Yeah.
Only millions? Yeah, only millions. I mean, we have 330 million people-ish in the United States, and you only have to kill around 1 to 2%. So that's about, 3 to 6 million. It's pretty simple. Now, and again, that's a lot of fucking people, and I get it. Some people are like looking at that and going, I don't want to kill 3 to 6 million people. I get it. Well, then we have to make Arkham City. And we don't let them sue for independence. We have to put them in like the middle of Nebraska.
I do want to point out. Well, first of all, I mean, yeah, that's fine. Have them work solar farms in Nebraska.
See, the idea of Arkham City is that you send the prisoners in and no one leaves, and the families can go join them if they want, and no one leaves ever, and.
Okay,
if they want food, they can either grow it or pay for it, and if they want to pay for it, they have to produce something inside the city to ship out of the city as an export.
Okay, but what do you do when kids are born there?
Well, they made that choice. It sucks for the kids, but hey, Australia turned out mostly fine.
Nah, no, definitely not a fan of that. Not if it's an unsegregated Arkham City.
Okay, well then we castrate everyone before they go in.
Also, definitely not a fan of that.
I don't know what you want to tell. So we have to go in there with guns and shoot people every time a kid is born so we can extract the kid from the city?
I mean, this is just me pointing out yet the many problems with the
I don't
idea
view it as a
of
problem.
Arkham City.
Well, I mean, hey, you don't want to kill the people. Again, this is the whole thing of consequences, right?
This is one of the things that I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
The U.S. prison system is currently massively flawed because it is not in any capacity designed to rehabilitate people in a meaningful attempt.
Oh, yeah, sure,
We
absolutely.
have a for-profit prison industry. So
oh, yeah, and I think it's horrible.
Before we jump to Arkham City, let's try making it, I mean, first, not for profit, period.
Yeah. But the other problem with the not for profit part is that right now in, say, like New York, for example, the average prisoner costs $120K to keep in prison for the entire year. That's triple what I'm making. So
yeah, that's what happens when you have a society that's not going.
So we killed them.
Commit homicide.
Well,
but again,
I don't. So we need. Wait. So you're telling me we need like 10 people for every criminal that exists? Like, and those 10 people have to be net contributors. Like, none of them can be on welfare either. So all 10 people have to be net contributors. So not women, and not certain minorities, and basically it's Asian men, white men, and Jews are going to be the only people in the system contributing towards welfare and keeping all of the criminals that we don't want to kill locked up forever. How is that fair?
Not even touching that.
I mean, I got graphs. I'm not going to break out the graphs, but I got graphs, and they're not great. But
yeah, like I said, just not even going to touch that particular whatever the fuck that is. But yeah, that's part of being like a society, a civilized society that doesn't just fucking kill people, right?
Well, I'm not saying we just fucking kill people. I'm just saying we don't take care of people who are murdering babies and raping their corpses.
Sure, and that's a wildly different thing than the overwhelming majority of criminals.
I mean...
No, there is no I mean about this. The overwhelming majority of criminals aren't doing that. You want to talk about graphs, it's really easy to break out a graph and see what percentage of criminals are doing that.
Yes, they are not raping babies. Well, okay, well, some of them are raping babies to death, but it's illegal to prosecute those.
No. As I said, the vast majority aren't doing that. The vast majority have not done anything that most people...
and like I've said this before, I have no problem taking care of thieves. I have no problem taking care of white-collar criminals. I have no problem taking care of people who turn to drugs, as long as we can rehabilitate them. I do have problems with taking care of murderers, just in general murderers. If the murder was not righteous, such as this man raped my son to death, I don't, if it was just like, yeah, well, I wanted his money, or, oh, I wanted his watch and he wouldn't give it to me, so I killed him. Or, I felt like he cut me off when I was driving by him, so I decided to take my gun out and shoot him in the head on the side of the road. I don't think we should be spending money taking care of those people. I don't think they are in society. I mean, we called them outlaws back then for a reason. They have exiled themselves willingly from the protection of the law. Because the law is there to protect the people that follow the law. That's the point of law, is that we all agree to not burn each other's houses down. And then when someone burns someone else's houses down, we prosecute them for not doing the thing that we told you not to do. For doing the thing we told you not to do. And so then they lose their rights of owning a house, for example, because they burned someone else's house down. So we put them in a box for a long time. And maybe they get over whatever caused them to burn other people's houses down, and maybe they don't. And then, you just got to keep them in the box. And, I'm not saying we got to kill him. But, I mean, maybe if he blockaded the doors and prevented the family of 5 from escaping the house as he burned it down, maybe we don't take care of him then. Maybe we don't spend resources on him. Maybe we run charity prisons. If it's that terrible, we'll just run charity prisons where you can donate to the prison to take care of all the people that decided that they don't want to participate in society. In the negative way, not the people that just go out into the mountains and never come back.
Yeah.
Those people
you don't even have to go that far. We can use the system we used to use where when you're in jail, your family has to provide what you eat. And if they don't provide what you eat, well, I hope you're good at convincing the other prisoners to share.
You know what? That's also true. However, I feel like that would disadvantage certain groups that are not prone to making families.
Yeah, listen, I'm never gonna have kids. Hopefully, I never end up in prison. We'll see. We'll see.
I think you're fine. I think you're fine. I of all people in this voice chat, Alvor, I think you are the least likely.
No, okay, hang on. I want to be clear. My ranking for least likely to end up in prison is max, and then probably out. Like I want to be clear. I'm not here saying like, Alvor is definitely going to go to prison.
I don't know. I think Max would definitely kill a guy if it came down to it, and depending on where he does it, he might go to prison for it.
But I love
Alvor
your ground state.
Yeah, well, not if you're in a non-stand your ground town run by Democrats who decide to prosecute you anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the bigger problem is one thing to keep in mind about me. It doesn't come up very much because, I don't like going towards violence. I have no problem fighting dirty. If someone decides to fucking attack me. And I don't mean just kick him in the nuts. No, I mean he'll be lucky to have a hospital room if I feel in danger, or the people around me are in danger.
Like I said, I think of all people in here, and now to be clear, I don't think you're going to go to jail for a violent crime, Atten. I think you're going to go to jail for a white-collar crime. If anything.
Atten was laundering actual crack in his Warhammer GW figurines instead of plastic
I mean,
crap.
listen, okay.
Honestly, would cost less.
I do appreciate that at least you're like, listen, Atten wouldn't go to jail for a violent crime. I do resent the implication that I'm dumb enough to get caught.
Oh, no. You're not the one that gets caught. You just, you were caught up in the sting operation.
Okay.
He somehow had 6 Tau Mantas, and things got out of hand.
What the fuck? No way. What the fuck?
I'd be impressed at that point.
How do you... No. Oh, God. What the fuck? How do you access... What the fuck are you... How?
Here to enlighten us?
The fucking thing that goddamn Kill just posted of a female officer shooting her friend because she was fucking around with her gun.
Yeah, that actually happens a lot, and I don't just mean with the female officers. My town had a problem where they went really hard on the, hey, we need to get numbers up. Why? Because a bunch of people got fired because they were enjoying each other's wives on police time. And we actually had one guy do the spin your pistol on your finger trick, and he managed to one-tap himself in the squad room.
Well, I mean, I think that problem solved itself.
Problem.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Well, she nailed her.
See, here's the thing, right?
That. Oh.
This is my very hot take on this. When guys do stupid shit, typically they kill themselves.
Yeah.
When girls do stupid shit, typically they kill someone else.
Also, yes.
You know,
Like, and it wasn't even like she was playing with the gun. She just took it out of the holster while she's chatting and decided to, like, fidget with it like it's a fucking fidget spinner while pointing it at her friend. Like, directly, in pistol grip. She wasn't, like, spinning it around or doing some stupid trick with it. She was just pointing her gun openly at her friend as she fidgeted with it. Like...
Listen, man, it's an accessory, and, you know, girls gotta accessorize.
I'm waiting for the day of bedazzled guns, okay?
Oh, buddy.
Oh, we're already there.
That already exists.
I
Yeah,
am
that
drinking
exists.
to suppress my knowledge of it, okay?
I mean, if it makes you feel better, the only handful I've seen are usually held by like, proper, responsible gun owners.
I saw
Usually because there's someone in their life who's like, you're not treating this like a fucking toy, and if you do, by God,
True.
I will slap the shit out of you.
I saw one that was 3D, that had a 3D printed handle, and it was a hentai handle with like
I'm
a
sorry,
naked.
a what?
Yeah, it was the handle of the pistol, the grip of the pistol, the what's supposed to be normally like wood or rubber, instead of something grippable, was a naked anime character with pointy boobs. And I'm like, why would you ever replace your gun's grip with something you literally can't grab without stabbing yourself?
I've
Oh,
seen
well,
people
I
do
mean-
the picture inserts. Those are sometimes pretty
Oh, the
cool.
picture inserts are fine and cute, but like this one was a full-on 3D print replacement. And it wasn't like it was like mildly jutting out. It was like full-on like half an inch jutting out of the grip.
So just a jank, shitty print in the first place.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
word.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes. There we go. Yep. No, you can leave it censored. It's not
What the?
that bad,
It's
but
dumb,
definitely.
but yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Yeah, imagine like going to go grab that and just fucking stabbing yourself. You're like, ah, fuck, and you shoot yourself in the leg or something.
If you're a lefty, yeah. If you're left-handed, that's he's gonna make a silicone mold for this.
Like, when I shoot that, that's gonna like cut my hand up. That sounds uncomfortable.
Yeah, just in general, it seems like a terrible idea.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. But anyway, so I have a long list of things that we can talk about here. So the update on Digwa is that the police aren't being held accountable for not giving him medical attention, laughing at his reports of a life-threatening wound, not taking the multiple accounts of stabbing seriously. Basically, the police are getting completely scot-free, despite gross incompetence.
Yes.
Digwa is only
Britain.
going to jail for about 20 years.
No, that's assuming he doesn't get off for good behavior, which is very...
No,
very
eligible at
possible.
parole at 43.
The 20 years is the eligible for parole, which is the good
that
behavior.
is the good behavior.
So.
Personally, I don't think life sentence should get parole. The wild take here, if you're giving someone a life sentence in a box, they shouldn't be able to get out of the box for good behavior. You should just be really certain about the life sentence.
The Brit bongs do that a little differently. They have something called a whole life order, and it's different than like a life sentence, and I don't know why they have it a different way. They just do.
Because they're wrong. That's why.
Yeah. There's some Brit in the SDM, isn't there?
Yes, Chig.
That's right. Duh. Jesus Christ.
Don't give him with the hard R.
No. He's my chigga. No. Ping him about it. He'll probably be able to tell you. I just know.
No, I'm aware.
I'm just going to pretend you're talking about the little red bugs here in the south with that one, Alvor.
Chiggers.
Just going to pretend you're calling him a little parasite.
Yeah.
I mean, he is British, so.
That's the only thing I know about this person right now, so I'll have to take your word for that.
He's okay. He's voting restore. He's hopefully gonna be all right. The government may have him watch listed though.
I mean, hey, Australia. I mean, I wish we had Kaz here for this because Australia apparently just decided to illegally arrest the entire Australian National Party.
Yeah, I mean, Australia and New Zealand are the descendants of convicts and they're jailers. So they do convict things and they do jailer things.
Yeah.
It's just
sometimes they're doing both at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Those wires get crossed a little bit, yeah. So we have one topic here that's going to piss Max off. We have one topic here that's going to piss Atten off. We have one topic here that's going to trigger Sign, and then we have 2 fanfics that are terrible.
Fuck it, I'll take just start with me so I can get mad.
Okay, so first up then, we have the force flows through you, cover yourself in some Grogu.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That. Okay, I have not had a chance to look at any of that.
So basically, the premise of this is that Disney realized that actually women aren't men.
Oh.
Yeah.
With this realization, Disney has realized that women actually purchase products that men don't purchase.
Okay.
And they've decided to make those products.
Okay.
And so that's why we have Grogu body wash and Mandalorian perfume. I wish I was joking on that one.
I don't understand. Okay.
Okay.
I don't understand why you would make Mandalorian perfume and like
the Mandalorian and Grogu collection. It's a collaboration with Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh, okay. All right. So
I thought Bed Bath and Beyond had gone out of business.
Bed Bath and Body Bath and Body Works. Sorry, my bad.
I was about to say, yeah, Bed Bath and Beyond went out of business almost nearly a decade ago now.
I mean, we are okay. I want to be clear. We're still scraping the bottom of the human barrel.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, all of these items are hilariously overpriced. Perfect to harvest women from.
Oh, hey, listen. You know what? Speaking of overpriced, I gotta take a moment to just say, golly, I don't normally like seeing people get ripped off and scammed, but our customers are real fucking stupid.
Yep.
So today,
customers tend to be.
I processed an order for someone who bought 20 adjustable leveling feet from us. It's basically a screw with a plastic pad on it.
Yeah.
We buy this item for $1.12. Take a stab at what we sell it for.
$5.
Any other guesses? Okay, too high. But $5 is too low.
Then I'm thinking about the wrong thing.
Is it like $5 is too low?
$7 is too low. We charge more than that. We charge.
Did you multiply it by 10? You moved the decimal right?
They moved the decimal to the right. And someone bought 25 of these from us.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, I don't normally like the the phrase "a fool and his money are soon parted," but man, you got to make it harder for me.
I mean, I'm really confused with a lot of these things because, like, on the flip side, you have customers like Attons who are like, I'm just gonna buy this product that effectively is just a piece of plastic with a screw in it, for a ridiculous amount of money. And then on our side, we're like, hey, we're gonna offer you this computer we're getting at a discount for a 5% markup. And they're like, no, you're trying to rip me off. And it's like,
Yeah.
so you're willing to buy the object that you're purchasing at a 10 times 10 to times 400, depending if it's ink or not, inflated interest, but you won't buy the product that's 5% more?
Yeah, they don't understand math.
Yeah. I know. It hurts. It hurts. What do we... Rabbit? What? Rabbit?
I just want to say that I like to imagine that Disney is just the empire, and that the Grogu goo stuff is just literally them grinding up whatever Grogu is.
That would be pretty funny, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got all sorts of female bait in this lineup here, like Bounty Hunter Clean and Gentle Foam Hand Soap, Scent Control Night Lights, Pocket Holders, Mandalorian Hydration Body Cream, Force Body Spray,
I'm gonna say sort of two.
A shitty lunchbox for your kid. A shitty nightlight for your kid.
So one thing to remember
Candles.
is that women have and do control like the super majority of consumer spending.
Oh, I'm aware. Women are around 70 to 80% of spending at any point in time in the year.
And remember, it's effectively closer to like 90-95% because any male with a significant female presence in his life,
they spend the money according to their wife. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well,
not just that, mothers, sisters. Even an aunt has like a statistically outsized influence on purchasing habits.
Oh yeah, Sign knows all about that.
I'm sorry, I was chewing hard pizza. What did you say?
Aunts have a statistically outlying control of money of a family.
Yes. Oh God, yes. Woo.
Yeah.
I can't speak to specifics, I'm afraid, but that doesn't sound fun.
No.
No,
I'm very aware of that because I'll be outside with my father, smoking with him, right? We're just, sitting around having a nice time. And my stepmom will come back with, like, an entire truck bed of plants. And she's like, I got them all for 20% off. It was only $390.
Or you could have not spent that $390.
And Dad's just
So
like,
girl
that's
math
great,
says-
honey.
You could have just gotten 2 and been done.
And my favorite part is, like, half the plants go into the back of the house that no one can see.
Mm-hmm. Well, she can when she goes out there.
Which she doesn't do unless she's weeding the area. Or, well, yeah, I mean, mostly just her now because she lost all of her child labor, but yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. But, yeah, so that's what's going on here is they have given up on making male-coded products for this absolute shit heap of a series, and instead are like, wow, you know what? Women are stupid and we can exploit them, so we're just going to make this really obnoxious, cheap Mandalorian and Grogu brand Bath and Body Works because women love that shit.
What's the crossover here? Like, what? I'm not sure what part of the demographic you're trying to Okay, fine. Maybe if you were
Women.
making a bunch of cutesy Grogu products, I could understand it.
Don't you want to spend $25 on this candle, Atten? Is this candle not worth $25? It smells
No.
like Grogu.
But that's just
What
it.
does Grogu smell like?
Apparently apples and sage.
It smells like money.
Yeah, there, that's the better one.
No, but like again, here's my right. What's the crossover here? How many women out there are clamoring for this smell of Grogu?
Well, I mean, if we go
Apparently
on the
enough.
average of 1/10 of people will leave a review, that on the smell of Grogu alone, 1,000 people have purchased this candle.
And think of it this way. Think of it as the mom who is super busy and has a million and one things to do, and also her
Grogu is so cute, I had to get this candle. This candle
okay,
is
yeah.
adorable, I had to buy this.
Okay,
And-
there we go. That's what I was looking. I was like, okay, but like, where's the market? How much of that market exists?
I bought this
Alright,
candle for my son.
yes, literally. Think
Yep.
like, oh, clean bounty
I
hunter.
purchased this for my husband. Yup. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, my husband likes insert whatever. I'm sure he'll love insert this.
Yeah, that is how you manipulate women.
My
yes.
husband can't complain when I buy these. He loves Star Wars.
Yeah,
5
yes,
stars.
there you go.
There we go. That's the one I was looking for.
I love these reviews. Oh, God. Oh, God. But yeah, like, that's what it is for all of these. Look, there's 100 reviews for this. It is insane. And of course, scalpers are getting in on it by reselling.
Let the scalpers buy it all and then don't buy it from the scalpers. And then laugh when they lose money.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, that never works because there's always someone retarded enough to buy from the scalpers.
Oh, true, unfortunately.
Oh, you know what? Brief detour. Someone released a great little indie card game. Card game simulator. It's called You're a Scalper, Aren't You? You run a little card shop, and you have to figure out whether or not to deal with scalpers and make money, or try and do the right thing and make them fuck off.
Okay.
What do you gotta say? It's almost like a Papers, Please kind of thing, where you're like checking to see if they're a scalper, known lists, their behaviors, why they want the product, and whether or not you're going to sell them the packs or save them for, people who enjoy the hobby.
No, I get it. Like, I had a friend in high school that 110% didn't even know what scalping was.
But still did it.
Was like, yeah, he was like,
Yeah.
oh, if I buy these packs, then I can, like, usually get cards that'll cover the cost of the pack. And so if I just do that, I can get more packs. And then I can get cards I like.
I would say, see, that's not scalping. Scalping would be like...
And he started doing that to, like, 20 packs.
Scalping is what I did, which is where I would buy a shitload of energy drinks and then sell them. Not me, but I contributed to it. We basically bought a shitload of energy drinks and then sold them out of one of the school lockers that wasn't in use for like 3 times the price. Man, kids are fucking stupid.
Well, yeah.
And then the janitor one day kind of busted us. And then
Well, did you give him a cut?
no, I said
That's
we should have.
why. You were in
But-
New Jersey. How did you?
Well, hang on. How is reselling anything illegal as long as that substance isn't illegal?
Because
It's
sales
literally
inside of a
marked
school
up.
is illegal.
Yeah.
It'll also be literally
Fucking win.
not for individual
What?
resale.
At least since 2000. At minimum.
Yeah, like,
Is it
dude,
illegal
it's
to sell
not been
things
legal
at
to sell
school?
and even if it wasn't
Depends on the
directly
district.
illegal,
Okay, it's not illegal. It may be against the school district's rules.
I was about to say pretty much every school I know of had a policy of no, you're not allowed to fucking sell things in the school unless there's a school approved medium where the prices
Yeah.
are being checked by the school.
Yeah. And usually it has to be for some pre-announced either charity or
Because it was
event or
literally to
club.
prevent people like him from doing that.
Yeah.
He,
Yeah.
I want to be clear, not Sneaky directly, but he was the reason for the list, right? Those kids were the reason for the rule.
They were too cool for school.
Indeed. A sign recalling the Iron Ages. Indeed. But yeah, so that's what's going on with Star Wars right now. It only took decades for Disney to realize that women do not buy the same things that men do typically. Which is really impressive, considering they previously had figured that out like decades ago.
I mean, they
And then I
still got it
guess-
figured out at Disney World.
That's true. That's true. They do milk the shit out of Disney adults.
Yeah, but that's because Disney.
Listen,
adult-
the
it's
only
easy to
reason
do that.
I'm going to be going back to Disney World as an adult is
He's
if I
going to
won the
Disney
lottery.
World.
The only
God,
reason,
I wouldn't even do it then.
no, is if I've won the lottery and I can go into the Walt Disney Suite.
If it was a family thing, like I have nieces and nephews, so like if I
Yeah,
get
well,
called,
yeah. If okay, look,
Well,
if someday I ever make the mistake of, well, first of all, if I ever find a woman with low enough standards, and then I make the mistake of burdening us with children,
Yeah.
yeah, sure, I'll take my kids to Disney World because even though it's a scam, I'll be the first to admit I had a good time there as a kid.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
things
that's
are
what it's
different
for.
now. Things are really bad now.
is it
I-
like I don't?
Oh yeah, it's
I thought Disney
really
World-
bad. Like there is like on opening day, I think they had something in the realm of 4-digit drunken disorderly issues.
Oh, well, that's no fun.
Yeah, there is they are adultizing a large portion of Disney World now because well, as Atten showed, our generation's not having all that many kids. And so they remember the good times they had at Disney World and their life sucks, usually by their own actions. But their life sucks, and so they choose to take a Disney loan, which is, by the way, a thing.
I'm
A
fucking
Disney
sorry.
loan.
What?
Yeah, so a Disney loan. Disney is willing to loan you money to go to Disney World. It's somewhere in the realms of as bad as a payday loan in terms of interest.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, and people are taking them and going to Disneyland. It's like $12,000.
That's because they're just not going to pay it back.
Yeah, because they're poor enough to. Yeah. But Yes, so
Yeah,
effectively...
sure, Disney. I'll be in debt for the next 7 years, I say, knowing I'm buying a shotgun in 3.
I mean, if you're going to Disney World to relive your childhood.
It's not just that. If they're not aggressively pursuing repayment, it's gonna hit a statute of limitations. When you hit a certain point for most debts in most states,
Have you seen
whatever's
how
left gets
aggressively
wiped.
have you seen how aggressively they protected the Mickey Mouse copyright? I'm sure they'll go after these people.
I
I
mean,
don't think they will, because there's going to be too many people to go after. Also,
it's bad.
No?
what of value are they going to have?
You can
Nothing.
I mean, depending on what agreements they sign, you can just start garnishing their wages.
That's usually what they do.
I mean,
But I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. Like, I've seen some of these videos of people being like, going to Disney World, and then, as an adult, by the way, just to be clear, as an adult, and then they meet, like, Donald Duck, and they have a freak out of like, oh my god, Donald, I always wanted to meet you. And I feel so bad for the guy inside the costume. Because, like, playing along with a kid's fantasy, that's cute. That's precious. You know, I fully support that for, you know, Donald Duck being real and not a guy in a costume for the kid, right?
Yeah.
That's important to the kid. Being required to not lose your job to play along with some 30-something 500-pound lady's delusional crying about how she always wanted to meet you, and then you have to act like bashful to her and stuff like that, and then get a picture with her and all her really fat friends, and I feel bad for the guy at that point. Like you didn't sign up for that job to go do that for some fat 30-something who is obsessed with their childhood because it was the only time they ever felt happy in their lives. Like, that's not what you signed up for.
No. I will say, if I was to go back to Disney, I would absolutely grab the little autograph booklet from when my family went in the year 2000, and I'd be like, hey, I know it's a little weird, man. Can you sign it?
Oh, God. Oh, that's brutal.
What?
Oh, God.
What?
As of most recent census, 63% of guests to Disney World do not have children.
Oh no.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've wanted to visit because I never got to as a kid.
I mean, here's the thing.
I still would go just, you know, to look and see.
I would say, here's the thing. It's still an amusement park. Like, I want to be clear.
Yeah,
You
but each ride takes like a day to ride.
Well, no, I mean, aha, you
no,
see,
the
Sneaky,
lines.
you gotta pay for this thing called the Fast Pass.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, but the but Atten, that's not optional anymore. That's now mandatory, and everyone pays for the Fast Pass. So now the Fast Pass has a new way of Fast Passing called Scheduled Fast Pass, where you have to call ahead of time, at least 1 week ahead of time, and book your time slot on the ride.
Oh, wow, that's... oh.
All right. Anyway, so if anyone needs me, I'm going back to Universal.
I can't wait for Fast
Universal
Pass
was
Premium.
fun.
No, really, okay. Look, again, I say this knowing full well that I am the target fucking audience and that they got me.
You're allowed to enjoy things.
No, no, Universal was all of our childhood movies that were like funny and good.
Well, not just that, but I also have to point out to people, like, look, I rage about marketing and people, like, just because I'm aware of what marketing it is, it doesn't mean I'm any less resentful that it fucking worked on me.
True.
But I can admit that it worked on me. And I'll be like, all right, you did get me. I hate you for it, but you did get me, right? Look. Super Nintendo World was a lot of fun, right? Like, look. They put a lot of effort into setting that place. Like, it's a truly, I would say it's a Disney level of effort for setting that area up. Like, it's elevated, it's away from the rest of the park. They're pumping the music in there. They have they have it set up so that you can't see the other sections of the park. You don't see, How to Train Your Dragon Land or whatever. You see Mario, you hear Mario. The only time you stop hearing Mario music is if you move into Donkey Kong Land, and then it transfers to the Donkey Kong music, which I will say, there's some fucking audio wizardry going on when you go under that arch, because, like, I even did it. I did it because I went to the park with Nose. I even was like, okay, wait, hang on. And we would, like, move, like, 3 feet under the arch.
It's the
DK drop.
physics of the arch.
Go back the other way, Mario.
It's directional sounding. Yeah.
Well, I know, but I'm just like, it's like, damn, there's some good audio wizardry here, which wouldn't be that impressive if it wasn't a giant open-air amusement park.
Right.
But yeah, right?
It'll still get you even in enclosed spaces. Back when I was in Japan, they had, like, this dinosaur-themed park that I guess they used purely to train, like, Studio Ghibli depression and suffering artists or something. Because, my god, everything in there was hand-drawn. But, they would have each section based around one of the major geological periods. And they had their own themes for each one. And they would separate it with, like, oh, hey, here's, like, a Torii gate, because, haha, funny Japan theming. And you go under it, and it's like, boom, perfect. Or, oh, we have, like, a tiny rice paper screen you can literally see through. You go through it, and it's a completely different vibe. And somehow, they could, like, control things down to, like, the humidity and the temperature, because, like, haha, Carboniferous, hot and wet. Later one, dry and cold. Aren't we so awesome? And I'm just imagining there had to be like 10,000 aging, miserable, middle-aged Japanese men whose sole purpose in life was to go, yes, this is the mathematically perfect amount of amusement and whimsy.
I mean, I'm sure they probably have employed at least one mathematician.
Oh, definitely. But, like, yeah, that shit's great, man. I have no mind for it whatsoever. I could not do it. I am...
Also, I
not...
I was just gonna say, that reminded me, so who in the chat wants to go to France to visit Naruto Land?
No.
Never.
Right now, I'm good.
Oh, come on! You don't want to go to Naruto Land, boys?
I don't want to go to France!
Yeah, Naruto Land sounds cool. I'm okay with the France part. I can skip that.
I would not mind going on, like, a wine tasting cruise or something equally bougie. But, like, if I'm going to France, like, I either want to be blackout drunk for 85% of it, or I'm going to visit someone.
I see.
I mean, if it were the France of 40 years ago, I would have loved to go and visit. The France of today is going to be a hard no for me. 1980s France, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, normally I'd be like, I could work with that, but you're a good friend, buddy, Alvor, but I don't want to go on a trip with you just to get you blackout drunk. The relationship's not there yet.
No! Don't worry, I do that at home for a lot cheaper.
The relationship's definitely not there either.
No, I guess if I'm going to France, I probably want to do something historical. I'd want to do something kind of bougie. I don't have money for it.
The Castile.
Yeah, I want to go see cool stuff. You know?
Big ups to the
I wanna go
kindergarten
meet-
teacher for teaching his class of 5-year-olds concepts from organic chemistry. We've reached no child left behind levels so high we've hit the negative integer.
I actually really like that. That sounds like a pretty cool teacher.
My 5-year-old son. Oh, hold on. Okay, so I'm projecting the age of this person. I'm estimating the age of this person. This is a
Oh, here we go.
23-year-old father. Is this a 23-year-old father? Tell me now. Let's see here. Packy McCormick. Notboring.co. A tech advisor. Oh shit, guys. I think he might actually be our age.
Oh no.
How old are you, Packy McCormick?
I don't like that name.
Well, that's his fucking name.
That's the name that's there.
Yeah. That's the name his parents chose to curse him with.
Well, it's
He's
better
the
than some.
Paxter, guys. Don't you guys remember the Paxter? The Paxter was awesome, man. Remember that one time on spring break?
How did these fuckers ever get through life if they can't play Tetris?
Come on, how old is he? Why does no one want to tell me this man's age? Why is he a lie?
Well,
Wait.
I
No,
don't
wait,
know,
hang on.
but
I'm looking at
ultimately,
this.
this is not solvable.
Yeah, no, I'm like, wait a minute. No. That's
If you
there's
can't
some space
if
there.
you can't reuse shapes, you can't solve this one.
Okay, fine. So let me look at this here. Okay, each shape below is made up of different ones. Can you find them?
3 different detriminos. It's really explicit there.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
you
then
can
he
only
shows
use 3?
Yeah, each shape below is made up of 3 different tetraminos, which you get to see at the top of the page there. This
He
is
used
an
ChatGPT for
unsolvable.
this.
Oh, you mean to generate it? Probably.
Yeah, he absolutely did.
Yeah. Well, he didn't. The teacher did.
The teacher did.
Well, the teacher did. Because here's the problem: is you can't reuse them. But I am seeing a whole
there's several
bunch of solutions.
There are several solutions if you get to reuse a couple of the shapes. But if it has to be distinct, there is no solution to this. So either his kid somehow got a fucked up misprint that's missing a couple squares. This was generated by AI. I would like to know how old. I want to know how old this workbook is. I'd like a publishing date on that.
This? Got a link so I can see it.
He joined February 2009.
9K,
He's one of ours. Fuck.
Oh, that
one. Just scroll up.
The schools are cheap. That I genuinely believe they would only give a kid year after year this one messed up school book, and the teachers would all know and be like, "Yeah, we know it's messed up. Don't worry about it too much."
Oh, is slime. God damn it. Okay.
It's slime. Wow, really? Just
wow.
Punching down on the man there, huh?
Look, man,
Okay. That's
my brain was trying to say, is sign slowly trundling his way there, and was like, nope. Is slime?
What's up, my slime?
If you could flip the pieces, you could probably do it, but you're not allowed to flip the pieces in real Tetris.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. What are you talking?
What are you?
No,
rotating is an important thing.
Oh God, I need
you
more.
Can
I need alcohol.
All right, take example A, right? That rotate it left once. right?
Yeah.
Now I want you to flip that around the other way. You can't do that in Tetris. So it's backwards.
Yes, you
so it
can,
looks like
sign.
a 7. You cannot make that L a 7 or that
Oh.
R a 7. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I'm
can't
going to be
solve
honest,
even with
Sign,
rotation?
well,
Okay,
no,
yeah, that's
for
fair.
the purposes of this, I've been trying to solve it by also flipping the shapes. I
Yeah.
do not think this is possible using 3
Yeah.
distinct tetraminos.
Yeah.
Like
The
for
answer
example,
is
take E there, put it at the bottom all the way to the right, and then take 2 A's, and you can just flip one to be a 7, and the other one you flip 180,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it fits
yeah.
right in that last bit.
One-
That works.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you could use A
um,
twice, yeah, but other than
Yeah.
that, no, it's
Well,
unsolvable.
the thing
also,
is,
I'm
with
trying
those
to,
shapes
I'm trying to
is
do
that
I tried to do a fucking image
if
search,
you use
and
C,
apparently,
right? Like the thing is that each of those letters locks you out. If you use A, you have to use A twice. If you use C, you have to use C twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D doesn't work, period, anywhere.
I'm so mad at this Google AI overview right now. I'm trying to do an image search because I'm hoping I can find the book this is from, and the Google's like, "Hey, let's help you solve this." This answer is so wrong. It's not even funny.
Post it.
Can you give us
Post
a
it.
screenshot?
I
How
did.
wrong?
I screenshotted it. It's there for you to read.
Oh.
It's
The
so
L shape place at top left. It covers the single space.
Oh my god. I was right.
Wait.
They absolutely they used an
count.
AI to generate the book, and then they used another AI to confirm all of the puzzles are possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where
I want to know.
A, C, B.
I gotta go clean my fridge. See you guys later.
See you, man.
Have fun.
Okay, so I was
A, C,
able
B.
to
No,
find
that-
a Facebook photo of the full worksheet for this now.
Oh god.
But that doesn't tell me what book it is, but it's getting there. Google, why did this take me to a Japanese user's?
Oh boy.
Where's the picture? Oh my god, it randomly cached the picture on a Japanese user's Facebook page that has nothing to do with the workbook. Everything is so broken now.
Yeah, AI should have found the internet.
It accelerated it. The internet was already shitified.
Yeah, it just made it worse. This wasn't even pissing in an ocean of piss at this point. It was just, oh.
Yeah, I want to be clear. I don't want to try to defend AI, but let's not lay the blame. Let's not try and pretend the blame lies solely there.
Yeah, sure.
I can't believe. I'm so mad. I just wanted an image search, and Google's like, "Hey, we've now stuck AI into the image search function."
Yeah.
I'm upset about this. And it's just so wrong. Also, the fact that it's like we can prove this is solvable because 3 times 4 equals
12. No, that's three-dimensional space, dipshit.
Indeed.
Or rather, two-dimensional. I'm sorry.
Well, the thing is it's because there are 12 squares on that.
Sure.
But
you can't rearrange those
to generate
in that configuration.
blowing everyone else
sign, there are 12 squares, and every tetramino has 4 blocks to it.
There are 11
4 times
lights.
4 equals 12.
There are 11 lights.
I hate that I'm following this logic, by the way.
Well, don't you know you can just bend the squares wherever you want them to, Max?
Yeah.
If Tetris had any balls, that's what they would do for the next big thing.
That would be hilarious.
That would work in VR, honestly. But
That'd be fun. Oh man, a game like Superliminal? Yeah, Superliminal would be amazing in VR. Have they done that yet? Or
What game?
Superliminal? Was that it?
Superliminal?
No, sorry, Superluminal. The one where like you can change the size of the objects by walking around them and stuff.
Oh,
yeah. You know what's
yes.
funny?
Is that the one with the yapping chick?
Didn't that one? Yes, that was the one that
I
Gura
don't
yapped
know,
a shit
but-
ton in, and the one that Ame yapped a shit ton in. Yes.
That game clearly took inspiration from, I think it was called Scale, which was a
Oh, never
Kickstarter
mind. I
game
was
that
right the
had
first
a
time.
really-
It is Superliminal. Okay, I was right
yeah,
the
yeah,
first time.
yeah, you were right. It was Superliminal. But there was an old Kickstarter game called, I think, Scale, that I technically have the demo in my Steam library, that people were looking forward to because it was a similar thing. Change perspective to change size of objects to solve puzzles.
Yeah.
The dev disappeared like many Kickstarter games of the early 2010s and early days of Kickstarter.
And then mysteriously, Superliminal came out.
From a completely different dev.
Oh, totally. Yes, obviously.
But yeah, like, you know what? That's a game I'd be like, yeah, you know what? Absolutely, put me into it in VR. That'd be cool. Even if I'm sure my brain will.
It is so crazy how many people are arguing with this dude in the replies of like, why are you imposing extra rules like not reusing or rotating? And it's like, dude, it says 3 different tetraminos. The rotating thing is nonsense, but the reuse thing is explicitly in there.
Yeah, it says 3 different. Like, you can't
use the same one 3 times.
You can't use the same one 3 times anyway, Sign.
I know.
That's not true. We can use the same one 3 times if we just break it apart into individual squares.
Oh,
yeah, but
Max,
you're
I'm
not
gonna
allowed
fucking
to do that.
I'm mailing you a pipe bomb, Max, as we speak.
I'm not at that address anymore, fool.
Then I feel bad for whoever opens that box.
Nah, just make sure you tell him your address.
I do too. My understanding is they're actually quite nice people.
Well.
They were.
Gonna suck for them. So what was this other stuff that's gonna piss people off? You were talking about?
Yeah. So the other thing that's gonna piss you off is the lady's first film.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
So, before I describe this film, I am going to post a simple GIF that is going to explain the film.
Sneaky was right, Jar. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this film, called Ladies First, is directed by a feminist woman about, it's a comedy, and the brief summary is male chauvinist Damien Balsack learns sexual discrimination firsthand after a trip teleports him into a reverse sexual morality world where women rule, and he must face the daunting Alex Fox, a female adversary that matches his ruthlessness.
Okay.
What do you think happens in this film?
I assume he ends up in some random world where women are in charge or something. I don't know.
He goes completely degenerate, or he gets sexually dominated, one or the other. Usually with CBT.
No! Because this is both a woman and a feminist.
She spends all her time talking about her pussy.
No! She spends all her time making women into whores. Accidentally.
Okay. Yeah. Quote unquote accidentally.
No, accidentally. So, the plot of the movie is that this guy is working at a company, and the upper management is portrayed as an old boys club, and it's all men, and they are gunning for a new contract that'll earn them lots of money, but the company they're talking to for this contract is like, well, we want more progressive values. We only want to really go with someone that is, supporting women in the workplace. And so he lies to them and says, yeah, no, we got a woman creative lead, production manager. And they're like, oh, okay, that's great. Yeah, we'll go with you. And so they nail the contract, and now they're sitting in the boardroom, and they're like, okay, what if we put a woman in it to advertise the product, and she's wearing a bikini? Yeah, high fives, yeah!
Okay.
And a woman who was in the project meeting tries to speak up and offer her idea of what if they used some other thing that wasn't, a hot woman in a bikini. Yeah. And she gets shut down. And she's like, well, I demand a better position. And they're like, okay, cool. You're fired.
As they should, yes. It would solve so many problems.
And then, as he's walking out after firing this girl, because he makes a comment of, men have it so much harder than women in the workplace because they actually have to prove their worth, unlike women who just get hired because they look hot. That is what he says, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
Again, keep in mind, feminist.
I'm not seeing where this is wrong.
So, then the isekai happens. And the isekai is initially portrayed as the guy tripping, hitting his head, and he wakes up in a reverse sexual morality world where everyone's positions are swapped. In true reverse sexual morality fashion. So it makes no fucking sense at all.
Sure.
Like the cleaning lady for the office is now a board member.
Cleaning man. I'm sorry, what?
The cleaning lady that in the real world. The cleaning lady in the reverse sexual morality world is now a board member because obviously the only thing separating her from being a board member was sexism and not
her
the fact that she didn't have money or education.
Money or
immigration
status or
definitely it was just sexism. Yeah. It's like, okay, what? But the big reveal halfway into the movie is that actually he didn't just trip an isekai into the reverse sexual morality world. A Redditor random omnipotent being called the Pigeon Man isekai'd him on purpose because he was a sexist and needs to be taught to not be so sexist.
No, what?
And so the only way that he's allowed out of this matriarchy world to go back to his world is if he becomes the CEO of the company he used to work at. Because he's just swapped positions with the girl he fired because everything happened the opposite. So she has his job in the reverse sexual morality world, and he spoke up at a meeting, and she fired him.
Oh. Okay. So
and so, yeah. And so,
you're far too giddy about this.
And so, the next hour of the movie is him trying to figure out how to become CEO. And his sister tells him, why doesn't he just spend more money on his clothes and his looks and then fuck his way to the top? And so he does that. And he proceeds to have sex all the way up the ladder.
Based? Unintentionally based?
Oh my god, you idiot.
Woo! It
That
works.
is certainly a choice.
Oh wow, it's. I don't think that was what you meant, was it?
Because keep in mind, this, in the director's opinion, is the stigma that women face.
That's not a stigma. That's a bonus. It's you get a buff there. It's called a charisma bonus.
No, it's a stigma. Women can only earn their positions by sleeping with the person higher than them.
Bullshit. Well, I don't know. I mean,
wasn't this the whole scenario because he was supposed to learn to respect women?
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
So the whole point of this entire scenario is that he has to go through what women have to go through, so we can learn the other sex's perspective. And according to the director, the other sex's perspective is just fuck your way to the top.
Does he eventually decide, you know what? No, I actually like it here because it's so much easier for me?
No. He's
too
determined to go back to his planet because he wants to go back to being a CEO again. And
Fuck that. Let some rich bitch take care of you.
He finally had sex with the CEO, who is actually Alex, the girl that is the opposite of him.
Oh, let me guess, they fall in love and...
No, even better!
Oh, even better! Okay.
So he has sex with her, and then she tries to leave after having sex with him, and then, when she gets caught, she tries to fire him!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
She tries to fire him, and so he sues her for wrongful termination. But I'm trying to catch my breath here. But she and he doesn't want to reveal that he slept his way to the top. And she realizes that actually she has feelings for him. So in the end, she hires him back on and gives him the CEO position that he deserves. And then he gets teleported. And then he gets teleported back to his world. And so he goes out
again?
Yeah.
Does he offer her the CEO position?
No, he offers her his old position because he's the CEO of the company now.
So it just did exactly what.
This is painful. Just listening
And
to
then, because this wasn't stupid enough, the Pigeon Man shows up again in the after credits scene, and Isekai is another guy for being sexist, revealing that there will be a part 2 to this movie.
Unfortunate.
There's a random omnipotent being going around isekaiing people for being sexist. Because you gotta respect women. Oh god, man.
This is painful.
It's fucking hilarious. But for some reason, the movie bombed.
Oh, wow.
Gee, I wonder fucking why.
Oh, wow.
The director blamed sexism.
Of course.
Of
How
course you
dare
did.
guys not go see that and consume the same content?
And consider their sexism towards women and fix the problem.
Yeah.
Shame on you, sign.
Right.
But yeah, it was a really stupid fucking movie.
An update on the obviously AI generated homework.
Yeah.
Boy, Twitter users are fucking brain dead. Oh well,
Yeah.
if you just flip A, it becomes a different Tetramino. It's like you think you're being creative, but unfortunately, this is one of the most Loctite word problems I've ever seen in so few sentences.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty. It is pretty explicit.
Yep.
It's like, you're right. If you just flip stuff around and
But you can't do that.
Oh,
you really can't,
right.
especially because
I totally forgot.
it gives
Thank
the
you for reminding me,
top.
Phoenix.
Uh-oh.
So, they also had one of the scenes was the RSM boardroom meeting, where the women all sit down and discuss what they should have for this ad campaign. And
Yeah.
all of their discussions is just having sex with guys and vaginas and like guys in thongs and oiled up. And it's like, okay, so
Exactly what you'd expect from a woman. From a room full of women?
yeah, like way worse than the conversation that the guys were having in the first part of the movie.
Of course. Because it's okay when women do it, it's not okay when men do it. Don't you know?
Oh, God. But, is stereochemistry? What the fuck is stereochemistry?
It's chemistry done with 2 beakers.
2 speakers?
With the spatial arrangement of atoms. Okay.
Oh, God. I found
you're just
the
saying move the
dumbest
blocks.
reply.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Oh.
Have you tried following the instructions and cutting out the pieces? It's AI proof on purpose. Packy replies, yes, it doesn't work. It's not AI proof on purpose. It's just poorly worded. And this person replies, considering those aren't cut out, I'm kind of confused. The internet can't do it for you. It's physical activity. It's like, this is someone who doesn't know how to imagine the apple.
You can't rotate the apple, can you?
They literally
Never
can't
mind
imagine the
They
pieces
can't
cut out.
see the apple.
I
Damn.
don't understand how that's even possible.
It's
super
scary.
easy.
I've now been given like a neat little overview of like, on a scale of 1 to 5, where are you on the Apple scale, with 5 being what I would consider like normal for me. And the amount of people that say 1 or 2, which is either nothing or an outline, is terrifying.
Well, now, to be fair, some of them have a legitimate problem, like poor C8. But
I
Well, no, see,
know.
here's the thing. The difference, though, is that C8 has an actual mental condition where he is
Yes.
smart, but he is physically incapable of imagining because of
Yeah.
a mental
It's-
condition. These people are
God,
so
it's-
stupid, they don't have the bandwidth to imagine.
yeah.
Truly unfortunate.
Now let's see if I can find this. Someone actually listed what the specific thing was. Aphantasia, I think is what poor C8 is
Aphantasia, yeah.
stuck with. Oh, sorry. Here's the graphic that was put. I'm sorry, it's not 5 for me. It's 1. Like I'm at the 1 on that. I can do whatever I want with the damn apple. And the amount of people in this Discord, by the way, they're like, "Oh, I'm probably a 3 or a 4 most of the time." It's like, that's, considering your interests, that's very weird.
Yeah,
They,
I mean,
they
like,
should. Honestly, I feel like they should swap that around so that the scale goes up as you get better. That way, you can have above a 5 for those of us who can smell and taste the apple.
well, I can't do that because I can't smell and taste shit. So,
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, I was just say. I mean, I don't know. A 2, like I can picture the fucking apple.
I think that's called hallucination, son.
Yes, yes. That is what
Wait,
you do
what?
when you
I can
dream or
hallucinate on
imagine
command.
anything. You can hallucinate on command. Yes, that's called imagination or hallucination.
No,
I would say normally I
It's
can do a 2, but I can
No.
occasionally do
Like,
a 1 if I
Max,
really
you
want
don't
to.
understand. The
describe-
voices are telling me it's fine.
Sign. Do you have minor
Listen,
synesthesia?
I'm not nearly high enough off the paint fumes coming from my banisters for this.
I mean,
Yeah.
You're right. You're high off the paint fumes coming from the
if you
gnome
can
oil, right?
intentionally control synesthesia, then sure, but that's normal. You should be able to remember the things you can smell and taste and do so again.
I mean,
I
mean,
think
again.
he's either describing this poorly or he's actually going schizophrenic on us. I'm not sure which.
I'm not schizophrenic, goddammit!
You're a boomer.
Boomer.
I would,
it's
You are a sign.
if I really focus, I
Your
think I
meds,
can
old
think of an
man.
apple.
See,
Thank you,
my
Dave.
problem is I'm like a 1, but I'm like a 1 question mark, right? Because I can imagine the apple, but then my brain will be like, oh, we should add water. And then I just only think about water. I'm like, no, brain, we have to think about the apple, please. Apple. And the brain's like, oh, but what if it's on a pillar? It's like, no, brain, apple, apple.
Do you hear the spinning circus sound in your head as well? Or is that just a me thing?
Well, now that you brought it up,
Exactly.
what?
Now that you brought it up. But yeah, no, that's
that's
my
where all the
problem.
jokes
is
go.
I'll, like, I'll sit there and I'll like try and imagine a scene or like an apple or whatever, and my brain will just be like, "Oh, but what if we focus on this one thing in the scene?" It's like, okay, well, we just lost the scene.
I think
fucking
that's what he's
moron.
trying to say, Killionaire, but I'm not sure with sign. Like, you understand my confusion at the way he's wording this, right?
You should be able to conjure the taste of an apple from 10,000 years.
Yes. The apple you had 10,000 years ago that made you immortal.
Yeah.
So you could ponder,
Can't you?
So he
sit and
finally-
cultivate
he
and ponder
finally
key.
admits his real age, or at least close
Exactly.
enough to his real age.
Yeah. Yeah, once you get into
Oh,
this, once you
well,
start counting
listen.
centuries, you just kind of lose track.
Well, I mean, there were more than
I'm-
one apple on that tree in that garden, all right?
Sign
Okay,
is
boomer.
Aku.
Without
shifting
the
master of
content.
darkness.
Sign, you need
Holy
to stop
crap.
playing. You need to stop playing Ultra Kill.
I've
I
never
don't think
played
so.
Ultra
that,
Kill.
that game's not high res enough for him.
Yeah, true.
True.
It's too low graphic for him.
I'm gonna be honest. Having played some Vulture Kill, I think it's gonna be too fast for him.
That's also
Well, both.
probably true. I'm not that good at Ultra Kill. I've played it, but I'm not that good.
It's a very fast game.
It's so fucking fast.
Oh, sign. I just looked at the fucking screenshots you sent. You're getting banned again. You're legit getting banned.
Saw those?
I'm legit getting banned this time, yes.
what did he
What
do
the
this
fuck
time?
Do you do?
So the
You-
moderators reopened an old ticket from him about how he was getting reported a bunch by a bunch of people for borderline content that didn't break any rules, but they were unhappy with it because it didn't break any rules, so they couldn't technically get rid of him. But then they used his attitude as justification to get rid of it. And then it got closed because technically he removed all of the very borderline content and left all of the mostly borderline content in. And then people kept reporting it incorrectly, which he isn't wrong about that. They are, in fact, it is just a case of
surprise.
readers being retarded. Tanya is explicitly pointed out in the story as being older than 18 now.
Yep.
And they're reporting the story like she's still 15, explicitly saying, Tanya in this story is 15 years old and she's doing these things, that's illegal. She is explicitly not 15 anymore. She has been told to the audience multiple times now, since that point in time, that she isn't 15 anymore. And they are falsely reporting it because either A, they're malicious, or B, they're retards.
Yep.
And either way, they're wrong.
Yes, but the
Yes.
mods are using it as justification to bring it up again, and they were like, oh, well, this is the reports we're getting. And Sign, in his infinite fucking wisdom, instead of just saying, I made them 18, I'm no longer violating the rules, that's a malicious report, decided to
Yep.
instead give a multi-paragraph breakdown about why the review is incorrect in possibly the snarkiest attitude possible.
Yep.
Just tell them. You fucking.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
We know.
No, you could. You're just stupid.
Yeah, we know.
No,
know.
it's impulse control.
We
It's
know.
not stupidity, it's impulse control. There's a difference.
It's both.
We know.
Stop attempting to argue with the Reddit mods. It's not helping you.
But I'm right.
Yes, but
Explicitly.
You're arguing
Yes,
with
but
the
you do
Reddit
not have
mod.
power
The Reddit
against
mod's
the
not
Reddit
going to
mods.
listen.
You
Reddit
don't
mods
listen
have
to
no
their-
power here.
They don't listen to their stepfather. They're not going to listen to you.
Well, I suppose we'll see.
Oh wow. Well, I really appreciate Turncoat.
What this time?
I found a picture of Sign.
Huh? You motherfucker!
I don't know if you want to use that with Sign, given that technically that's
Oh.
correct.
Yes, and also Bulma never. Well, did she and Yamcha actually fuck or no?
I think it was just. I don't know. Toriyama doesn't go into it for reasons that are
Yeah,
pretty clear.
Toriyama didn't go into it.
The man knows he can't write romance.
Yeah.
Great news, everyone.
mean-
The new Stargate has been axed. Stargate is safe.
For now.
There was a new
There was a
Stargate.
new Stargate.
Yeah, we talked about it
Yes.
on stream.
Amazon wanted to do a new Stargate.
Oh right.
They were gonna
Oh.
fuck it up again.
Honestly,
as
if
they-
it hadn't been axed, what I foresee happening is to try and push people to the new show, they would have cut off the old shows out of Prime for like 2 years.
Oh, probably.
Probably.
Because all
No,
all
no,
of
wait.
what
It's on
you want
Netflix.
is currently watchable.
No, it's on Netflix right now. Not on Amazon. Well, it may also be on Amazon, but it's on Netflix.
Why
they couldn't
is
just-
the Callisto in the new Wolverine game the
Yeah.
main character from the Naughty Dog game that still hasn't dropped yet?
Mm,
It's actually just the same character.
God, this is so fucking stupid. So, update about the whole Lego thing.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my god.
So this has been a stupid fucking saga. I don't know who's been following along with it, but it's been a stupid fucking saga.
I just know that there's been a scandal and it nearly turned violent, or it did turn violent or something, and it's
Police were called
Police
on this
kicked
guy
down
a
multiple
door.
times.
there's a few 100,000 involved in the scandal.
Yes.
We're
terms of
getting
money.
we're getting to
They
Pinkertons again.
TLDR on this whole thing. No Pinkertons are involved. The TLDR on
Yet.
this whole thing.
Oh, damn,
Father's dying. The family, specifically the son, wanted to sell off the Legos. The son, not knowing that you should just sell them off via eBay or Craigslist, instead, like a boomer, went and tried to sell them via a brick and mortar store. The
That was a
brick and mortar
mistake.
store was then handed $200K in Legos with the pinky promise and a contract. Technically, okay, there was a contract, but
With the
effectively a pinky
Owner-operator of-
promise.
that store, not the actual corporation.
No,
and the
that
owner
store.
of that store quit.
No, the store owner signed for it as the franchise owner, but it was
Yes.
the franchise on the hook for it, not the store owner.
Yes, it was supposed to be the franchise on the hook for it.
No,
Yes.
no, not supposed to be. Is the franchise. Not the
Okay.
store.
Okay.
So what happened is he gets a contract that says he's going to hand over all the Legos for storage at the company, but the company is going to sell his Legos for him because they are of significant quality, not off-the-shelf Legos, they're collectibles, yada yada. So
Yeah.
they're
Right.
going to auction his Legos off at a non-MSRP price, and they will be taking a commission fee for this, doing it for him.
Yeah.
Sounds
Right.
good.
Which would be fair. Yeah.
I would say
So-
that's all. That sounds quite now. Dude could
We
have
can
just
both
sold
make
it on
some
eBay,
money.
but sure, fine. I don't see anything
Yeah.
wrong with what the guy did.
Yeah, he should have done it a different way, but we'll get to that. So, what ends up happening is corporate hears about this massive trove of money.
Yep.
And
And they got greedy.
Sort of. They had an opportunity. So the owner of that franchise was talking to corporate about it, and then also mentioned that she might want some help with selling off the pieces because she's planning on leaving this area because her husband got a new job somewhere else, and so she's going to try and sell her current stock and then close up the franchise. And corporate said, oh, don't worry about that. You can leave now. We're going to send someone over. We already have someone interested in taking over that franchise. And this is in Oregon. And then what happened was that the Bricks and Minifig franchise is a Mormon franchise.
Okay.
And this is relevant for what happens next. So they make a lot of money, and they donate a lot of money to the police, who are also Mormons.
Mormon moment.
And so when they take over the store, they have audio and video footage of the new owner agreeing to honor all ongoing contracts that the old owner previously had, because they are taking over the full debt and profit of the franchise at that time. And so
Also, just to be clear, we even if they didn't say that, that's
still, yeah, they
not
still
how
have to honor it, yeah.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say, just to quick wind it back for people, this has
Yeah.
already been a whole thing that was litigated because Disney tried to do this
Yeah.
to the guy that wrote the novelization for, I don't remember, I think it was New Hope, I don't remember which, but when Disney bought it all from Lucasfilm, they were like, yeah, we don't have to, Lucasfilm signed that contract, but we didn't sign this contract, so we don't have to pay you royalties. And the court was like, for once, there was
Nuh-uh.
the same judge who was like, if I was stupid enough to let Disney's argument stand, I would destroy contract law in the
Yeah.
United States with a
Yeah,
stroke
because then
of
you
my
just
pen.
have like a fucking shell company sign the contract and then dismantle the shell company, and then you're not held liable anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. Oh, Sticky, it wouldn't have even been that. It would have been have shell company buy the contract, buy shell company. Cool, I don't have to
Right.
honor that anymore. Bye.
Right, that too, yeah. Yeah, it'd be very, very, very stupid. Already stupider than it already is, which is pretty stupid. It would be even dumber. So, of course, time goes by, and the guy calls the company, and they're like, hey, what's the progress on selling these? And the new store owner's like, what do you mean? What progress? And he's like, my consignment of all of the Legos. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, okay, great. I'll send you the contract again and my entire inventory list. And he's like, no, those are our Legos. We have no record of you sending them to us. He's like, well, I have legal documentation that I did, so they're mine. They're like, nope, no, they're not. They're ours.
See,
And
the smart
basically
thing
they
to do would just be
flip-flopped.
go, oh, sorry, we'll do that as soon as possible.
No. So they want to steal them because they don't want to
I
pay
said
him.
the smart thing.
Yeah, the smart thing, but these people aren't smart. That's why they're committing crimes.
Yeah, I know. That's why they're also Mormons.
Yeah, that too. And don't get me wrong. Hey, look, the average Mormon, very nice person. Mormons as a collective, they do a shitload of charity work. However, there is an echelon of Mormons that are possibly the most perfidious people on the planet. It's like any group that does corruption, the Mormons do it worse. It's really bad. And I knew this before this whole Lego thing came out because of other instances. And the guy can't get them to give up the Legos, so he tries to go to the store in person to pick up the Legos of just, hey, here's my inventory sheet, it's been notarized, it's legal, I'm here to pick up my Legos, I'll do all the labor. And they're like, nope, we're calling the cops on you and trespassing you. And the cops trespass him, despite the fact that he has legal documentation saying he owns this stuff. Because the cops have been paid off by the company. And what it eventually gets to is it gets to this YouTuber named Reckless Ben, who's famous for doing really, really stupid shit. And in Asmon's words, retard maxing, and you don't know whether he's doing 2 IQ plays or 200 IQ plays. And, I mean, his early harassment of the company works really well. The company tries to lie to the cops constantly. The cops, not just buy the lie, because obviously they're in on the lie. They go out of their way to be blind to any evidence, despite him having legal documentation as well, despite, like, he did shit like start a business called WeStealFromOldPeople.com. This is what I was talking about with retard maxing. He started a business called WeStealFromOldPeople.com, but then he took the Bricks and Minifigs logo and put it above his and said it that was his company's slogan. And because slogans do not infringe on the copyright of other companies' names, and there's no legal precedent for where the slogan has to be on any branding, technically speaking, legally, he wasn't doing anything wrong, and they weren't able to sue him for any crimes. Because,
Okay.
technically speaking, he didn't commit any crimes. And he would do shit like sell shirts of "We Steal From Old People" out in front of the store, but possibly in harassment range, but he never got arrested for harassment, ironically. He got arrested for a whole lot of things, but nothing that he ever actually committed the crime of. Which is... yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. So he did a whole bunch of really weird, funny shit in the first video. Definitely recommend watching it. But the police constantly were arresting him on false charges. But they had to let him go each time. Because they were false charges.
So they're just harassing him at this point.
Yeah, effectively. And also, this is like, they can only do so much in Oregon where they don't control the judges and everything. They don't control the DA, they don't control the judges, they don't control the police completely. They just have a few corrupt cops that every time they would show up. But he also did shit that was also totally valid. Like, when he tried to get the police to act on the theft, and the company said, oh, no, we didn't steal it, the police were like, oh, well, it's a civil matter, you just have to take them to court then. And so he hatches this plan that is, by the way, completely legal because he owns a company, and he also has a religion, legally, and all the paperwork for it as well. So he starts a raffle sponsored by that religion, because, again, Brian, the original owner of the Legos, still legally owns them. He donates one of those Lego sets to the raffle held by his religion to have a legal lottery event. And because stealing from a state-approved lottery, which this event was, is a criminal offense instead of a civil offense, the police have to intervene. And wouldn't you know it, everyone in the police They all showed up sick that day. No one at the police station was available to answer his criminal report. Every time he called.
Least corrupt Mormon city.
Right. But don't worry, we're going to get to that one in a second. So, eventually what he does is he has his next plan of basically guaranteed victory. And it was. He has Brian sell them all Legos up to $10,000 because in Oregon, small claims court covers up to $10,000. And they talked to a lawyer, and the lawyer said, yeah, basically, you are going to guarantee win a small claims court case, but only up to $10,000, obviously. And so he's like, okay, well, we're just going to split the value of his entire inventory into $10,000 per person, which is technically illegal because he still owns them, so he gets to choose who he sells them to.
Sell them in lots, yes.
Yep, and because also Oregon doesn't have any sales tax, Brian just lent them the $10,000 they then used to buy the Legos.
I see.
And they got those purchases then publicly notarized. So again, they went to a notary and got this sale recorded and approved in a public ledger as something that happened. Legally. So basically, if they show up to the company and say, hey, I'm here to pick up my Legos that I was sold, the company, if they say no, is then stealing those Legos, which then they can then sue the company for in a small claims court, basically guaranteeing a win of the $10,000 of the Legos they purchased.
Yep.
Multiple times over for the entire
No,
value,
per
yeah.
person. But yes,
Yeah,
multiple times over.
That's what I'm saying.
Multiple times over would be illegal because that's called claim splitting, but it was different people, so it's not.
Yes, exactly.
Legally distinct Godzilla!
Legally distinct, yes.
But it's like Godzilla. But it's not.
It's not. It's
Still,
legally
we should
distinct.
run like it is Godzilla. Though it isn't.
Yeah. So, what did this company do in response? They shut down the franchise because they think that shutting down the franchise means they don't have to pay out any court settlements anymore.
No! Those court settlements
That's
go
not how
to your
that
parent
works.
company. You are fucked, buddy. And now that you've tried to evade it, most judges will look at that and go, oh, you tried to evade? I'm going to hit you with damages.
Yes.
We're gonna
See,
throw the
now,
book at you.
here's the
Well,
problem.
no, see, the fun part is once they start doing that, not just can they award additional damages, the judge now has discretion to set purely punitive fines.
Yeah.
Punitive, yep.
Like,
And those
he
can
can
go-
just go, oh, you tried to evade, huh? Well, you owe us, the court, $1 million for wasting my goddamn time, and you owe them an extra $1 million each.
Yeah. So,
$11
the
million.
problem with that there
Yes.
is that the HQ of Bricks and Minifigs is in Utah, where they own the judges and the police and
It
the
sounds
DA.
like it's going to eventually become something federal by pure stupidity.
It
Yeah.
crossed state lines, so...
Oh, it's
Yeah, I would
already
say
federal.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's automatically become federal.
Yeah, it's gonna get interesting.
The Supreme Court's going to get this on the docket and said, I'm sorry, are you saying that you're technically committing fraud against the U.S. government by letting corrupt judges work with your religion?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like I said, this is going to be interesting in its resolution because
And they may just try to.
this is gonna
completely
catch a
nuke him.
fucking lot of people. Because of course they couldn't let it go. Now again, this guy's called Reckless Ben, but the system is broken and stupid, and they will flail about in their retardation.
Yes, and hurt themselves.
So he goes
and
to
everyone
Utah.
around them.
Oh,
Oh, that was a
And-
mistake.
He tries to press charges against Bricks and Minifigs, and the cops show up and try to arrest him for trespassing. And he's like, "But I haven't been trespassed." And like, "Okay, fine, we can't arrest you this time, but if you come back around again, we're gonna arrest you for trespassing." He's like, "Okay, but I need to serve them papers." "Well, why don't you send them an email?" "Because they have me blocked." "Why didn't you call?" "Because they have me blocked." "I can't serve them court papers unless I do it in person then." And they're like, "Well,
There are process servers that you get to do that stuff. I mean, you can do it yourself, but you can pay a process server to do it.
yeah,
I'm guessing
you
he was
can."
using it for content.
And he
though,
used a
so-
process server, and they trespassed the process server.
You can't trespass a process server.
Well,
That's
they
illegal.
did. Well,
That's
they
a
did.
representative of the court.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And it
Hang
turns
on.
out when you just ignore the law because you're
And then
Mormon
it
and
gets
have
better
brain
because they
damage, it
arrest the
works.
process server.
You can't do that either.
For
not
what
for
crime?
trespassing, which is
They didn't
illegal.
say.
Oh, of
Oh,
course.
okay. So no crime. Got it.
Yeah, and then they arrested him for no crime as well. And then they tried to shake him down for 3 hours straight, trying to find heroin in his car, but they couldn't because he doesn't do heroin.
Okay. So this is
You mean they didn't just keep baggies on their person to plant?
No, they're
Right.
Mormons.
What is it? What is this, amateur
Well,
hour?
what kind of? Yeah.
Mormon.
It's not the
Amateur
LA.
hour
It's
is
not the
big.
LAPD. They weren't prepared for it.
Oh my
No,
god!
see,
They,
Fair.
you know what?
see,
They
no,
were,
and they're not corrupt in the traditional sense of being corrupt, in that they're like greedy and sinful. They are corrupt in the clannish sense of being corrupt, in where their clan is always right, and they don't need to plant evidence because obviously they're right.
they think he was doing heroin because he's from the big city or something. Is
Yes,
that
actually.
the stereotype they were
Well,
operating
he actually managed to legally acquire all of the cop audio from all of the police cams.
FOIA request, I'm
And
guessing.
they forgot to
Yeah,
So
he
they
FOIA
thought-
requested them. And they
Right, so
legitimately
they-
said, "Well, we know you're from California, so you probably do meth and heroin."
Okay, if this dude's from LA or San Fran,
Yes, he
there
is.
might be a chance of that. But, like,
Yeah, or weed or something.
Yep, no, he doesn't do any drugs at all, doesn't even drink or smoke.
Oh, okay. Based.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh,
what
Yeah,
I'm
this is
seeing
going-
Instead,
this
he
is going
provokes the Church of
splendidly.
Scientology and picks a fight with the Mormon Church as well. You know, he picks his
I'm
vices.
sorry?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
by the way, yeah, his religion is called Scientology Sucks.
Oh boy, the Scientologists must love him.
Yeah. That's from a different series.
All right, so what I'm seeing is a process server cannot trespass on private property, but a business is not considered private property. It's a
This
fucking
was
business.
to their homes because they don't own a business in Utah.
It's their homes?
Yeah, they had to serve the papers to their homes because the business was closed. They don't have a business they can serve the papers to in Utah.
I think you can go up to the curtilage, but you cannot enter the home. And if you are trespassed, you do have to leave the property.
Yes, which they did. And they never went back to the property, and then they got arrested for trespassing anyway, despite not going back to the property.
Okay,
Didn't they also make like a whole asset like mocking him that he got arrested or something like that?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes,
hang on,
they
I just want
did.
to make sure.
And
So
then on top
they-
of that, more cop audio came out where they discussed how they're gonna pin a false crime on him.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So, I just want to make sure. So he was charged with trespassing because he was serving legal papers on their
Yes.
property, right?
Yes.
Those cops are now open to contempt charges, aren't they?
Yep.
Because
they
contempt of court
were-
can happen outside of court.
They would be if the judges weren't also Mormon.
That's true.
Okay, and now
mm-hmm.
this is opening up an entire potential investigation for disbarment.
Which they would be
Because-
if the Attorney General
If the
wasn't
AG
also
wasn't
Mormon.
Mormon.
Okay,
Which
but
is
the
gonna
comments is
open-
like when this stuff starts crossing state lines, other states now have to get involved, and it's not going to be good
Yeah,
for the person doing this.
God,
the federal
I
government
hope
gets
so.
involved. Because federal government's gonna come in dick swinging and
God,
knock
You
I
don't
all
want
hope
the
so.
Mormons
federal
down like
government-
bowling pins. Do what?
The federal government's gonna say, "You give this man his bricks, or we'll actually do something."
I
God,
think they
I
may
can
do both.
only wish the long dick of the law fucked someone that deserved it.
Right? For a change? I'm tired of getting fucked by the government. I want to see somebody who deserves it gets fucked.
Yeah. So it gets dumber.
Of course it does.
course
It always
Of course
does.
it does. So, because he was told by the police and his lawyer that effectively he can have no interactions with the people he is trying to sue, he was like, okay, fine. I will get my franchise owners to interact with them then.
I'm guessing they got him on the
Because he created 5
thing.
legal franchises of We Steal Money from OldPeople.com. And
Woo, this mad
his
lad.
friends bought the rights to each of those franchises.
Okay, so this is someone who's used to like doing this kind of shit and getting away with it because
Yeah.
the whole claim's behind him, and now he's doing it and everyone's seeing it in real time, and they're just like, "What the fuck, are you retarded or something?"
Yes. Yes. Now everyone is seeing
They
the truth.
they weren't aware of who they'd picked to fight with.
Sorry,
They
I
didn't
wasn't aware of
realize.
your game.
They didn't realize how dedicated this man was.
Oh.
So then his franchisers take everything over in terms of the rest of the video. And so, brick by brick, calls the police on him again. And this time, says to the police that he stole $200,000 in Legos from their store. And so, the police show up in SWAT gear and kick open his door of the house he's renting.
Okay.
And then drag everyone out and break his arm.
Of course. Because he's being a pill and making them work.
Yeah,
They needed to send a message.
again, recorded on body cam. They call him out. He goes outside. He stops where they tell him to. He's standing there. And then one of the cops rushes up to him, grabs his arm, and yanks it out and snap. And he's like, stop
Yep,
running
that's
away!
intentional.
Stop running away! And he's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yep. There. Mm-hmm.
He's like,
That's
you were
intentional.
moving. And he's like, no, I wasn't. And you can clearly see on the body camera, which he got from Voya, yeah, no, he wasn't moving at all. Like, even slightly. And
No,
so
like
then
they're
the
making
cops
excuses.
spend more hours searching his house for the Legos
Mhm.
he stole, talking again with the body cameras running about how they're not going to find the Legos here because they're not here, because they weren't stolen, and they need to figure out what crime to arrest him for before the search is over.
Oh, Jesus.
There's got to be a Mormon with a brain who's trying to run this shit. Just got his head in his hands at this point.
I'm so glad body cams have become a standard, and as is the case when it comes to cameras being everywhere, you start
yeah.
forgetting they're around.
Yeah.
Even
Remind
better
It's like
is there was a
watching a
camera
skit.
inside the house,
Oh.
and the police saw it when they came in, and they intentionally flipped the camera over so it couldn't record anything.
Oh,
Of
that's
course
illegal.
they did. Yeah, that's also illegal, yes.
They didn't learn their lesson from the dude with the good-looking afro.
Afro Man, yeah. Someone should contact Afro Man and see if he can't make a couple of songs about this.
Just
Oh,
Afro Man.
boy.
get Afro Man to give him legal counsel.
Afro Man's gonna give it to him.
Oh yeah,
God
speaking
damn
of
it.
Sneaky, you just reminded me. I think the sheriff's county or whatever it was called made a YouTube channel and then proceeded to make a video saying we investigated ourselves and did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
It was so stupid. I'm like, oh wow, even the comments are roasting them for this shit.
Yeah, of course, obviously. But yeah, so the latest update is bricks and minifigs. And then the second video ends with him being arrested for starting a GoFundMe.
I'm sorry?
Excuse you?
Let me guess.
Because-
They're charging him with fraud.
Defamation.
Oh. Yeah.
They're they're silencing him by
Yep.
saying you're calling
Yep.
us X and
That-
we are
that-
not.
That's a slap suit. Well,
Yep.
all right. So I believe you can sue someone for defamation and win, even if you are telling the truth, because you have still defamed them, which is fucking
no.
retarded.
No, you can't. If the
in-
information is true and public,
So
which it is,
in
then you
in
can't.
the U.S., that's not how that works unless
Yeah.
it's like Sneak's thing. If it's private, in Japan, they can still hit you with defamation even if it is fully public knowledge that you were
Yeah.
spreading,
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
and they can prove that it did cost them some amount of money.
Of
Yeah.
course, they can still
Yeah,
try and use it as a slap suit to shut you up because the process is the punishment.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I
so they
don't-
didn't sue him. They sent the police to go arrest him.
Again,
Yes, and this time they're putting
Defamation
him in jail
is
for a month.
not.
that's not a.
I- Defamation is
arrest
not an
someone for.
arrestable charge. That's a civil charge, which
No, it's
means
not.
But
no
it's
jail.
a criminal offense now, according to the local judge that signed off on his arrest warrant.
Yeah, well, no,
Yeah,
but like
that's-
that is actually a civil issue. People don't get arrested for defamation. They
Well,
get
you
served.
see,
Well,
they
do
feared
now.
that he was a flight risk, and so they had to jail him.
They feared he was a flight risk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
Oh
feared
my
that they
God.
wouldn't be able to fly away from this issue.
Yeah, they feared that they wouldn't be able to
Sure.
arrest him on false charges.
Yeah.
Again.
So he's spending some time in jail, except psych, actually, one of his friends managed to make contact with a non-Mormon judge, and the judge reviewed the case and said, this is fucking stupid. Why is he in jail for defamation without bail? $2,000 bail. Pay us $200, you can leave.
No, there shouldn't have been any bail to begin with because he's being held illegally.
Yeah, but still, they managed to, get him out of jail. So they get him out of
I was
jail.
gonna say, if my choices are be in jail with no bail and pay $200 to get out of the bullshit, and I'll get that $200 back, fine, you'll get my $200, especially so that I can then go, boy, howdy, here's all
The
this
$200 is to pay for his Advil because you gave him a headache.
Yeah, true.
Man,
So-
not to mention the emotional trauma that can be slammed for his employees after going through that.
Don't worry, it's gonna
Him.
get stupider. So
I'm
I'm gonna
as
be honest.
he's
I
driving
think
home,
I think he's enjoying this too much to be able to lie about the emotional trauma currently.
Yeah.
fair, true.
Yeah.
I think he's having too much fun, and I think that's very
Didn't
obvious.
he have phone broken?
Yeah, that's a medical bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
Oh,
like,
they're
I mean,
paying
that
that fucking medical bill.
Oh yeah, no, that's
I-
police brutality. You can absolutely get them
Yeah.
to cover that. And
Yeah, but I don't know. Again, here's the problem: if they can't prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, oh, sorry, no, they don't have to prove beyond a shadow, but like if they can't prove there was an emotional trauma from that, which again there doesn't appear to be, it doesn't matter.
No, he
'cause
can at least get
some
physical trauma covered.
You can still get pain and
Oh, he
suffering.
can absolutely, but like the emotional damages, I don't think are going to apply here because some people are just wired different. And
Oh, he is
appropriately. Yeah, I
absolutely
expect
wired
it.
differently. So as
Like-
he's
I mean-
driving home
Oh God.
From the jail he just got out
from
of.
the jail
What
he just got out of.
You mean
Did they
driving
pit
He hasn't
maneuver him?
even gotten
from the
home
Did
yet.
they pit maneuver him? I gotta know. Did they pit maneuver him?
No, they missed him, and instead, because he went for a late night snack instead. So when they showed up at his house, they kicked down his door again with another arrest warrant because they feared for one of the Bricks and Minifigs owners' lives, according to
Huh.
the arrest warrant. They feared he was going to go bodily harm the guy, and so they were going to arrest him
Huh.
again for threats of violence
That he never made.
that he
they're
never made.
really bad at this?
And
He wasn't
Because
there?
one of them, because again, these are Mormons, not corrupt cops. They're corrupt, but they're not that kind of corrupt. So this Mormon, who saw too many action movies, instead of just leaving and not telling him why they showed up, knocked on the door, asked if he was there. When his friend said, no, he's not, he said, well then, tell him we got an arrest warrant with his name on it. And then walked away.
Okay.
What's the charge?
Well, yeah. What's the charge here, buddy?
So,
Well, I mean, no,
that-
he doesn't have to tell that person that. Oh, jeez.
so his friend obviously
Sure.
calls him. And he calls the police, and he's like, why do I have an arrest warrant with my name on it? And they're like, okay, well, you're being, you're at arrest on site for assault and battery accusations. And he's like,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
okay.
Oh.
And then he's like, so I don't get falsely arrested again or any more bodily injuries, I went to the one place the Utah police cannot reach me. Mexico! And the camera zooms out and he's in fucking Mexico.
Oh, he's
wow.
Okay, but now he's violated bail, and now there's
Violated bail
gonna be
and
now there's an
flight
actual
from-
Oh,
criminal
I said the dude was
charge.
fucking
Yeah.
retarded, okay?
Yeah, flight from police knowing he had an active warrant.
Well, yeah, not just that. Flight from police knowing you had an active warrant, fleeing the country when you've paid bail money.
I mean, it's justified at this point. I get why he done it.
I think a good judge will look at this and say, we're not going to hit you with any of those because all of this was clearly fraud on their part and was illegally shit on their part.
You would
But
know. So anyway,
he's got to get a good judge.
that's where part 2 ended. Part
3 is on
2.5
his,
just came out. Yeah, part 3 just came out on his Patreon. Part 2.5 just came out. Bricks and Minifig contacted Patreon and tried to pressure them to shut down his Patreon.
Did they tell
And
him to fuck off?
Patreon CEO didn't just make a private refusal. Bro just posted a fucking video blasting them for it.
Woo!
Ooh.
Wait, that's who the video was you posted was from?
Yes.
So that's the actual CEO of Patreon.
I did not know.
telling
I
them
thought that was
to
some random
fuck
Joe
off.
Schmo who went just covering the drama.
Well, that is. Yeah, he's the he's Jack Conte. Yeah, that's the actual CEO of Patreon.
Oh God, that is surprising.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
By the way, it is crazy that the chokehold that the Mormons have over Utah was so well known even back in like the late 1800s, early 1900s.
Yeah.
That's a whole ass story in one of the in an early Sherlock Holmes book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Wouldn't be surprised.
You don't have to be. It is. You can go read
It's
it.
there. You can read it. Conan Doyle.
Oh boy.
Public domain.
This
Oh, boy.
this
It is
fucking
known.
this British author knew about
Yeah.
this shit.
Well, I mean,
Did the
it's
Mormons
like,
do it?
So the problem is, right, is that it wasn't a normal infiltration thing. The Mormons settled Utah before Utah was a state. And so, naturally, when Utah gained statehood,
The Mormons
the
had a big hand in
people
what
who
was
were
going
in
on.
Utah were the ones who ran Utah, which happened to
Who
be
were the Mormons?
the Mormons. And because they started with established power, it's basically impossible to remove that established power from them, because there
Yep.
was never a oppositional party before that power was gained.
Oh yeah, because the oppositional parties were all very quickly run out or dealt with in one way, one form or
Exactly,
fashion
because they
before it
had
became a
the-
formalized state.
Yeah, because they had the occupational power before then, yeah. So it was it's they didn't technically subvert the government because they were always the government, but they're definitely subverting the federal government and the
federal government oftentimes doesn't like that, depending on who's in charge.
We had a war about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It's the bloodiest war America has ever been a part of, in terms of American casualties, at least.
I mean, civilian casualties too. We lost like fucking, was it 1/3?
I said
of
American
our population?
casualties. I said American casualties. I didn't say soldiers. I said
yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
In general.
But yeah, we lost like 1/3 of our population.
Yeah, a third total of our population was buried, or burned, or lost.
Or burned, yeah.
By the end of the Civil War.
Yeah. So, never let it be said that we will not be willing. That was a funny quote. I think it was Heavenly who said that, maybe. But he's probably quoting someone else. But let it not be said that America isn't willing to do to itself what it does to others.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Worst part is that sounds like something a World War II general would have said.
But like I said, it probably was a quote. What the fuck is this?
What are you looking at?
The thing that he linked.
Who is he in this situation, Sneaky?
Phoenix.
Yeah, I didn't click on it because he didn't put it in an actual proper embed link, like a putz.
I mean, okay, pretty awful treatment, generally, yeah, okay, using the kids for content, making them shout words they don't understand. I mean, aside from the part where the stuff they're making them say is terrible and that they're kicking the kids for content, honestly, not too far different from American TikTok right now already, so.
Or even American YouTube.
Yeah, true.
A reminder of that one fucking piece of shit family that picked on the redheaded kid that clearly had things that needed to be diagnosed medically.
Yeah, didn't he kill the family in the end?
I have no idea. I just know they disappeared one day when people started realizing that, oh, this isn't actually a joke, the kid can't handle it, and it's clear there's something wrong going there. And the family magically disappeared from the public eye.
Yeah, weird how that works. Anyway, so, fanfictions. We have 2 fanfictions to close the night out on because everything else wasn't enough. And they'll be brief. Because we're not going to read at least one of these. Because one of these is, I definitely cannot read this one out loud. It's a Warhammer story. Is that in here? Or did he wander off?
I think he wandered off.
He may have wandered off, it seems.
Well, at least Nose is here, so we can at least cause 2 people to have minor issues.
What is the thing you're reading?
The CEO of Sex. Warhammer 40k Yojo Sankey crossover featuring a reincarnation of Tanya as the
I
third
can just
Primarch
fucking
of the Emperor's
I can just
Children.
fucking leave and go play Dragon Quest V right now. I don't have to take this from you. But I'm gonna stay here out of like pity for you, I think.
I don't have to take this, but I'll stay here and take
this
it.
Is
okay.
masochism.
Right?
So I was inspired by many of the Tanya fics where she is reborn as a Primarch. So again, this is what I'm saying here is because we allowed this content to proliferate without any sort of pushback, now we're having retards who have never read Warhammer and have never read Tanya reading fanfics of the two and then making a fanfic based on those fanfics.
They're double tourists.
What the hell did I come back to? I took the trash out.
Oh,
I literally
good,
took the
Atten's
trash
The
back.
out.
CEO of Sex, Tanya Daggerchoff, the Emperor's Child. Did I kill him?
I think he's dead.
All right. Anyway,
Processing
I'm
it.
just gonna go back to. I'm just gonna go play fucking Fire Emblem or something. I don't know, man.
He retreated.
I sent him into a retreat.
I've retreated, but I can't fall here.
Yeah, so anyway, this is a fanfic inspired by 8 other fanfics, which, by the way, in case anyone was wondering, are all dog shit. And yes, one of them is L4.
I knew it.
So, I decided to make my own based on the Primarch Emperor's Children, Fulgrim inspired by those stories. Tanya will be changed in multiple ways to fit the setting. That said, I need to clarify that I don't know all of the lore, so I won't be covering it.
Oh.
Of 40k or of Yojo Senki? Because if you knew all the lore of
Yes.
40k, I'd be
40K.
impressed. I don't think Games Workshop remembers all the lore of 40k.
Games
anymore.
Workshop does not, in fact, know all the lore.
Oh, they
That's half the
definitely don't
problem.
remember all the lore of 40k.
Didn't they
That's why the
fire their
timeline's
lore
wibbly.
guy?
They don't have
Probably.
a lore guy.
Oh, I thought they had a
they've
lore
never
guy that
had
they
one.
fired.
No, they've never
Oh.
had a lore team.
They've never had a lore
know,
guy because
that's
the lore
probably
is
half the
made up as it
problem.
goes along.
If they had
no
a lore
point
guy, I'd
have
have
they
less
had-
complaints, I think.
Yeah.
at no point have they had
Well, they probably should have had
Keepers
a
of the
lore guy.
Holocron. They
Yeah.
never spent staff money on that.
They really should have.
Mhm.
They would've
Yeah, so
given-
anyway,
they probably would've given that
the
person, like,
story
maybe
opens
5K
up
if they were lucky.
with basically not Tanya. She is Tanya in name only.
No.
And the story goes from there of them completely mischaracterizing Tanya, completely mischaracterizing being X, completely mischaracterizing how she would die, and then so she explodes her orb, gets sent to 40k, and her soul impacts Fulgrim and takes over the body.
Like when you say impact, like are we talking baby Fulgrim? Are we talking adult Fulgrim?
Baby Fulgrim. They're all growing in the vats right now.
They're
Ah,
starting these
okay.
kids.
Then I mean,
Um,
okay, yeah.
And so anyway,
who's-
Malkador walks up to the Emperor and he's like, Emperor, my dearest friend, why are some of your children not female? And he's like, because I want 20 buff dudes for my crusade. Which, I mean, is actually a completely fair answer. When you're making demigods, you probably want to make 20 male demigods if you're about to go on an, galaxy
I would say if you
spanning
you
war.
have a choice when you're embarking on your galaxy-wide murder tour.
Yeah, probably want to make them all guys, yeah. I am serious. Stop evading my question. Because they're going to become a beacon, not replacing them. Introducing female Primarchs will make that day happen, and I'll eventually be forced to kill them as their creator and not a father, because they cannot have children under any circumstances. Never question me
Well,
again,
that's fine.
Malkador.
None of them have genitals, so
Yes.
problem solved.
That's unfortunate.
But if they don't have genitals, then why make one a woman?
How do they pee?
A tube in their armor.
Generally speaking,
Gross.
we don't even know how or if, like, Space Marines excrete like.
As far as I'm aware, they have a recycling system that's hyper efficient.
Yeah, I would say like they are. First of all, they don't eat food. Generally speaking,
they're very
most
much
Space Marines are
beyond
fed-
human at this point.
Most Space Marines are fed a like they're given a block. It is
Corpse
the most
starch.
horrid, tasteless thing imaginable, but it is specifically calorically calculated to be what a Space Marine needs.
No, it's not
and
corpse starch. It's like a block of effectively it's like a block of my favorite food, pemmican.
think of it like a Poke Block.
Uranium.
Yeah, it's like pemmican but uranium, effectively.
Yeah, and
it's
like they're
16K
fed this.
calories and crazy shit like that.
Yeah, and their bodies are like designed to absorb 99. Now, to be clear, they do still have a bum. And as
Yes.
far as we
Yep.
know, that part works, so they still excrete the little bit they can't get rid of
They poop.
eventually gets removed as solid waste once in a very great while. But
Yeah.
like
Slab,
Space
yes.
Marines are not on the normal human cycle. And if you're about to ask, wait, what happens with space wolves and the mead they drink? We don't know, and we don't want to know.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
The reason that they drink mead is because the Emperor thought it'd be funny if they could drink. That's why they drink mead.
Probably, but anyway.
No, they
point
drink the
being,
mead.
though,
They drink mead because the space wolves are some of the most. In order of like Space Marines that still have a connection to humanity, it's White Scars.
Yeah, it's White Scars,
Salamanders, Space Wolves, Star Dragons, Lamenters, and then there's no. The Lamenters are still pretty nice to people.
I wasn't going to say Lamenters. I was just saying Lamenters are. We barely
the
have.
Lamenters ended up the Lamenters explicitly because they were too nice to people.
Yeah, you then have a very long list of Space Marine chapters that are varying degrees of kind, less than kind, indifferent, and then you bottom out with the Marines malevolent of, how the hell are you not Chaos Marines?
The answer is that they go on penitent crusade and people forget about them, and then they come back, and no one seems to care because the writers need something to jerk off fascism.
Indeed.
I guess.
They were told they
shit,
can't
you're
write
actually
another
alive.
Chaos book. Huh?
I expect that's the reaction when they show up. It's like, oh shit, you guys are still alive. Go there now.
Oh.
Go fight.
Oh,
shit,
you're
they're
alive.
Unfortunately,
fine.
you are still alive.
We'll give you fine. It's been. You know what? You killed 6 million Xenos. Fine, we'll forgive you for massacring that planet and give you some hand-me-down guns and some shitty gene seed. Don't do it again. Oh, you did it again. All right, you know the drill. Chop
Back
chop.
to the Crusade.
Penitent Crusade. Come on, hop to it.
But yeah, no, like it comes down to the ultimate thing again is you can make a man have his dick, have his balls, and his balls, which regulate his hormones, will be fully functional, but you can make all of the sperm infertile. That's completely within our current ability, without interfering with the hormone production.
Oh yeah, no, I want to be clear. That's something we could totally do. However, we have seen nude Space Marines and their Ken dolls. Like that is.
No, I'm aware. What I'm saying though is that the question of why can't some of them be female then if they both of them don't have genitals? It's because the male hormones are better at
Testosterone is super soldier serum.
Yeah. I made Oku rage quit a 40k debate because of Silence Vic. Well, here's the problem, right? Is that Oku didn't rage quit a 40k debate. He rage quit a BattleTech debate for a story that he's not reading. So it's not really making him rage
Inner Sphere,
quit.
that is BattleTech.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, the Inner Sphere. Okay, so I know what they're talking about. It's the Silencer. Honestly, I'm getting annoyed with the random shit that he's pulling in. Like, he pulled in Halo. He's pulling in... I'm like, dude...
Well, that's what Chaos Gotcha is.
I know. It's part of the reason I hate the fucking Chaos Gotcha.
I mean, it's okay for a lot of the stories. But, if you're trying to do a Warhammer themed
well, especially when he said, oh, don't worry, I've curated this to be 40k friendly. And, okay, look.
Yeah.
I love BattleTech. BattleTech is great. BattleTech is worthless in the 40k universe.
I mean, it's got a mixed capability because,
let me phrase that. The only thing that is useful in the 40k universe is their hyperspace. That's it.
Yeah, which I mean, no, to be fair, he basically did break down BattleTech to be like, yeah, so the hyperspace will be very useful, and then the battle mechs might be a little bit useful because not so much the battle mechs themselves, but the technology behind building battle mechs will be useful because we don't really have that anymore.
Okay, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, it's like, listen, I love a battle mech. I love BattleTech. Uh, BattleTech is, and please,
Massively
everyone
underpowered.
know, heavy air quotes.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah.
Quote unquote sci-fi. Obviously, there's nonsense in there. There's hyperspace.
Well,
There's lasers,
it's
but
realistic sci-fi.
Yeah, you have right. Mechs have to be concerned with ammunition loading, and when you're running around with a bunch of missiles in you, did you have them in cellular ammunition storage designed to prevent you from getting blown the fuck out? You didn't? I guess
Yeah,
you died.
the battle mechs are all based around heat retention, frame load, weight load, armor thickness, armor placement, where's the
Yeah.
ammo being kept, where's the cockpit. Like they try to actually make it air quotes as real as you can be when you're talking about sci-fi technologies without becoming stupid and excessive.
Yeah.
But they try and make it real, and because of that, they don't have Warhammer bullshitium of I shoot my gun. How big is the gun? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they also don't have Gundam where, hang on, I'm gonna do a kickflip in my Zaku.
I'm gonna
'Cause
go
don't
into
get me wrong,
space. How?
that's
Fuck
cool.
you. Okay.
Well, no, that one they actually, weirdly enough, that's one of the only things they like don't cheat on.
Depends on the Gundam.
Okay, let me phrase that. For the original Gundam, they don't cheat on it.
Depends on the Gundam.
I said the
sorry,
original
man.
Gundam, Max. I'm not talking about Zeta or Double Zeta.
Anyway, point being though is that
God forbid Unicorn.
the answer as to why all guys is obvious. I mean, you have Doylist reasons, you have Watsonian reasons, and the amount of reasons that are pro only guy super soldiers is massively outweighing girl and guy or just girl. Like, effectively the only reason why you would ever make women super soldiers in a sci-fi setting
is to breed.
Well, and that depends on the super soldiering. If it's a super soldiering by upgrades, then why wouldn't you do it on a guy? If it's super soldiering by tinkering with the DNA with the sole purpose of like, okay, so we found all of the surviving Spartans and they're fertile, so we're going to breed them all together so we get a humanity that has a genetic line that can Spartanify. That's adjacent super soldierism.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, I do have to point out, sadly, that doesn't work with the ironically, the only group of Spartans that, so far as we know, possesses biological augmentations is the Threes.
Hmm.
You gotta breed the teenager. You're going to jail.
That's true. That's true.
Actually, some of them don't even make it.
8 fucking atlases.
Look, Ackerson was a terrible. Wait, what? That seems perfectly fair for 1 meta.
2, but yes.
Oh yes, I'm sorry, 2 meta.
Average clanner fight.
No, the clanners have way better things than the Atlas. Oh my god, so I'm sorry, I have to say something. Recently, I found out that some mad lad in the clans made the world's stupidest, greatest mech ever. So there's a gun. It's called the AC-2. It is the lightest class of autocannon. It does 2 damage. It is literally the BattleTech equivalent of plink damage.
Right.
The clans made this thing called the Ultra Autocannon, which is, what if I could fire my autocannon twice at the risk of it jamming? And then someone said, what if I made a 100-ton mech called the Kraken, and I gave it 10 Ultra AC-2s?
Okay.
Oh
And its
dear.
sole job Because the only thing that makes the AC-2 viable, it is the single longest range gun of anything in the game.
Right, because the projectile isn't that heavy, right? Yeah, comparatively, yeah.
And so it outranges literally everything else. And because it's a physical projectile, it has a chance when it hits you to cause what's called a through armor critical, because yeah, sure, you still have armor in that place, but oops, it got bent in the wrong way, so your ammunition feed jammed, or the laser emitter got covered and you can't use it. Whatever,
and it's
right?
like-
And so the whole point of the Kraken is to shoot you with 10 Ultra AC2s every turn from its maximum range of 25 yards. Or
Take
25
10
hexes.
chances of 10 of your
20.
pieces of shit.
20
No,
breaking.
it's
chances.
20 because you fire it twice.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Something's
So-
gonna break every time I shoot you.
effectively.
Yes. And all I'm going to do, and by the way, because I'm standing still, I have a better chance to hit you. Even though you ran around, I'm standing still. All I'm doing is aiming.
Because
Bang,
my
bang,
armor
bang,
is
bang,
so
bang,
heavy,
bang,
you
bang.
can't do shit. Yeah.
Yes, because it's 100. Because by the way, it's 100-ton assault mech.
Yeah.
This thing is stupid, and I love it.
It is.
That's
pretty great.
dumb.
It's stupid, and I love it because again, its whole sole purpose is kaplink, kaplink, kaplink.
I am now
I'm
going
shooting
to
you with a
shoot you
22.
with 20 22 LRs simultaneously.
A barrage of 2022 LRs. It's gonna break something you've got.
Something's going to break.
Listen, either you're gonna break, either your mech's gonna break, or your morale's gonna break, but something's gonna break. Also, by the way, this thing only moves 54 kilometers an hour. It is slow as shit. It's also one of the only assault mechs that only costs, like, under 2,000 points, because, again,
Yeah.
it's
That's all
slow.
it can do.
Yeah.
All
it's
it does is
slow and its
plink
weapons
you.
are bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, I'm sorry. And just to be clear, it hates you so much. It carries 5 tons of ammunition, which is enough for it to fire. Like, let's see, hold on. How many shots per ton do you get? Yes. You get 45 shots per ton.
That's a lot of shots.
So it's 225 shots. Now, granted, that's going to be divided by 40, but that's still enough ammunition for like 5 or 6 rounds of just, I hate you, I'm firing every gun as fast as I can. I love this beautiful, stupid boy. Please, I'm sorry, we can continue now. I just had to enlighten people as to the glory of this stupid fucking mech, and if it doesn't show up in Silent's story, I'll be disappointed. Because
Well,
he
you
said
should
he
add
has...
him.
He said he has everything from the Ill-Clad era, which means he
Yes.
has this stupid fucking thing.
You are now required to add this stupid thing.
Wait, he's in this server? Oh my god.
Yeah, of course he is. He was on the podcast.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's come on the podcast.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god, that was. a
Yeah,
while ago.
remember that time
Um,
we spent 8 hours talking about Ruby until 3 in the morning?
Yes.
Yes.
That was him. You put too many
yeah.
authors who could write Ruby into the same room.
Yeah.
I know this one.
Of course he knows it.
Oh dear.
Also, by the way, I think one of the funniest things is the clan name for the name in parentheses is the name the Inner Sphere gave it. The name that is not in parentheses is the clan name, and it's called the Bane because it's the bane of your existence.
Because you
Of
are going to
course.
show up with a very expensive mech that's all fancy and shit, and this guy's going to show up with a rotary of 22 LR, and he's going to shoot you, and that bullet is going to go somewhere, and you're going to be unhappy.
It's going somewhere you don't want it to.
It's going to
As it
scratch
turns-
the armor, it's going to
As it
dent
turns
the
out,
glass.
there's enough DACA in the BattleTech
And it's
universe.
gonna do it, and it's gonna keep denting your glass until you're sick of it, and you're dead.
Or your mech is so jammed up, you might as well be.
Oh, and then just in case you thought I'll get next to it, it does have 450 calibers on it. Just in case you thought brushing it with infantry would work. No.
Of course,
They
obviously.
did think of that.
Yes, obviously. But yeah, effectively what he said he was going to do is the hyperspace from BattleTech and some of the battle mechs and their associated technologies might either be scalable up or scalable down based on all of the
makes
other
sense.
technologies he also has. Anyway, so there's not much else to say about this CEO of Sex story. The author's pretty awful. He talks in giant blocks of text, really big fucking blocks of text. Like, here, I'll take a snippet. Which, by the way, it's a she, and she calls herself Tanya.
The author does?
Oh my god.
So the Tanya gets reincarnated as the third Primarch of the Emperor's Children, right? And instead of being a guy, her soul mutates the body to be a girl, and also she calls herself Tanya instead of Fulgrim.
That's not how that works, but okay.
Fuck you.
That's
Yeah, so it's a dog shit story. It's not worth paying attention to. They've posted a total of 2 chapters in the past 3 months of 5K words. It's going to go nowhere. Nothing's going to get done. And what are the
Good.
average responses to this? What do you mean
4,
the
probably?
grammar was worse earlier?
Bro had to run it through AI to get that grammar fixed.
Oh my god.
AI couldn't fix that grammar.
It gave the AI a conniption fit.
Apparently, this is their Tanya. Fulgrim Tanya.
That looks like Slanesh.
Okay, so first of all, that I know the artist
Yes.
because there's a certain individual who draws all that, and yes, it's very Slanesh. Second of all, just no, that's not. The Emperor was not a horny bastard.
Yeah, no.
Ironically, if he had been, we might have had fewer problems, but he wasn't.
If he'd have just fucked that elf, I mean,
There is no elf.
well, there's your problem.
Elf! Why? Elf, what are you doing?
Elf.
Fucking Shadow. I am curious what aspect of Tanya you'll be focusing on to complement Fulgrim's story. Like with the Angron Tanya story, you picked Tanya after she wait, what do you mean you? Oh.
What do you mean?
Oh, he's done this
Angron?
before.
He's done this before.
What did you do to my boy?
Oh, also apparently he summoned a bunch of the authors that he claimed inspiration from, and they're
Oh my
like,
God.
excuse me?
Yeah, of course. Please don't associate my name with yours.
Please get an editor to check this over for grammar or get an AI to do it because this is terrible to read.
You can't say that to someone now. It might discourage them and make them stop writing.
Yeah, especially on space battles. Uses an endocomposite structure of free weight. Each arm carries a pair of rotary cannons. Torsos carry LRM-10s with an ER laser.
Yeah, I would
Each
say
side
so.
also
The
has
rotary
more,
autocannons were something made
and
by the Inner Sphere to
3
try and compete
tons
with
of
the ultra
rotary
autocannons.
AC.
Basically the rotary autocannons, the Inner Sphere went, "Hey, wait a minute, we can't put more bullets through this barrel." Oh,
like how you
wait,
were both
mankind
wrong.
solved this problem. But the one downside of the racks is, here's the thing, that's still only a maximum of 10 shots.
Right.
Because a rack
No jamming.
is a maximum of 5 each.
Right.
Statistically, all of the reasons to use the regular Bane are largely mechanical in nature. Because you are making 40 individual shots. Which, since BattleTech operates off 2d6s, makes you way more likely to hit somebody.
Amazing. An ultra rotary cannon.
Luckily, that doesn't.
Yeah.
No, they haven't done something that stupid yet.
Yet.
I'm really digging this version of the Bane.
Oh,
Bro is out here stancing on you. You get fucking stanced on by a battle mech.
I love going to the galleries for individual BattleTech mechs. Like, what have you done for this as variants? Oh dear Christ, what is that? I love it.
Oh, Max, do you still have the link to the Japanese ones that were done by the guy who did all the Armored Core designs? Because if Silent hasn't seen those are a treat.
I don't. We should have fucking pinned that. Why didn't we pin that in our DMs?
We should have pinned that. Hang on.
Maybe no.
Come on, Reddit.
Oh. Right, yeah, here we go. So here's the other story. To travel far and wide, a waifu catalog Pokemon story. It has absolutely no tags. The only tag, sorry, my bad. The only tag it does have is waifu catalog and no Pokemon sex.
Okay, none of these images are embedded, but this is on the official. Well, this is on the Sarna wiki, which is, you know.
Wait, he was awarded a restraining order? Damn.
So just dig through those. Anyways, who was awarded a restraining order and why?
Low tier god, I think. That's the only thing I've heard recently.
Oh.
Apparently, he brought himself to court and won it. Or he represented himself, is what I heard, unless Sneaky's talking about something else that also involved a restraining order.
Oh, you know what? I will say, the only other mech I could see the Imperium embracing is the Hatchet Man.
You mean you don't see them getting the Atlas ready and going?
You don't think the Imperium would maybe pick up the Warhammer?
It's the Warhammer of the Warhammer 40.
It is the Warhammer.
I know.
See, that's the problem with Warhammer 40k. There's no the Warhammer.
So you know how Games Workshop sometimes like send out like mass cease and desist from time to time? They just hit a whole bunch of places
Holy
at once.
shit! That's a first.
Apparently, they had a
What?
couple like official BattleTech sellers because they were selling the Warhammer.
Oh yeah.
And the litigation only looked for Warhammer as a keyword, as if that's not
Yeah.
just an old ass word.
Yeah, so I looked into the low tier god stuff, and this is the first time I've ever heard a judge properly acknowledge it. The judge said that the reason why she was awarding him a restraining order against his baby mama is because that girl was using her online following to send harassment his way instead of directly harassing him herself.
Oh, that's good precedent.
And basically is saying that she, as part of the restraining order, is not allowed to talk about him at all. Like, she can't indicate that she wants her audience to go somewhere. She can't vaguely allude to,
Oh, the Tectone ban.
anything.
Yeah.
No, this is not the Tectone ban. This is Low Tier God.
I'm joking about the treatment, because didn't he get basically slammed with he can't mention the people, he can't do the
No,
same
he
shit?
can mention them. He's just not allowed to say anything that could be construed as negative about them.
Oh, okay.
So he's not going to
it's
mention them at all because he can't not say anything negative about them.
Good night.
Okay.
Good night.
Have a
Yeah.
good night.
So yeah, anyway, the closing story of the night is a waifu catalog Pokemon story that says, "Don't worry, we're only fucking humans here." Which, okay, would be a first for a Pokemon story, I suppose, on QQ. Sign, can you confirm?
I'm sorry. I was writing another reply to this guy.
That's fair. Wait, did he respond?
No, I'm covering my ass on a loophole I know he's going to try next.
Fair enough. I'm saying that this is the first time for a Pokemon story on QQ to explicitly say we're only fucking the humans.
No, there's got to be a few where they explicitly only fuck the humans. I just can't think of any.
Yeah, fair enough. Yep, fair enough.
And if a lot of them, they'll make the exception for Gardevoir, obviously. Most of them will.
Probably, yes. It's not Pokophilia if it's with Gardevoir Lopunny.
They're the
No,
exception.
it's Lopunny is not an exception. Gardevoir is. Lopunny is too furry.
Says you, unfortunately.
I'm not even gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole. I'm gonna be real with you.
Anyway. So the story opens up with, he looks at the 14-year-olds with a critical eye, a sardonic smile on his lips. This batch of rookies was 25, so the chances at least one of them would make something useful of themselves. Some of these Pokemon you will be receiving are the offspring of some of own. Others I made sure to train up to level where they are guaranteed to turn into batted asses.
Oh, that one.
The smirk on his face sharpened, and showing his teeth like a shark, he made sure to turn his tone to mockingness. That means if you fail, it's your fault, so don't come crying to me over your ineptitude. Yes. So apparently these Pokemon were pre-trained. He gives them out to a bunch of people. And Surge is snarking at the main character. Blah blah blah. No one gives a shit. Fucking okay. World Pokemon DR5 condition all in. Okay, I don't know what that means. I don't really care what that means. Okay, this story will be getting its own thread. Okay, wait, that was the whole fucking chapter? Bro literally walks up to Surge and gets him a reap. And that's the chapter. Oh, okay. Alright, well. That's a boring-ass opener. Don't know if I want to keep reading that to see if there's anything good out of it, so I'm not going to. And that's how we're going to close out the night of disappointment. All the excitement we had vanishing into the wind, disappearing, vaporizing. But be sure to come back on Friday